Alright, welcome on in everyone. Welcome to the stream, hope you're having a fantastic day. We are back with some more MALEKITH in SFO Grimhammer. All of the mods we are using are in the description. I just haven't added we added the climate adaptation mod, so over time we will start to basically just adapt to the areas, and we won't have the negative associations with the unpleasant and hateful climate, wherever that one is, unpleasant, and I think the other one is uninhabitable. Yeah, so either one of those, they'll start slowly trickling upwards. I'll figure the words I'm trying to find eventually. And these debuffs will slowly go away till they are at 0. If you lose the settlement, all of that work goes entirely away and you have to work back towards it, but it's a good way to start settling areas that normally you wouldn't be able to. So Eva here, we're going to start off by sending her straight after Kagash. She tried to run. It's time to go away. So we'll simply auto-resolve here. We are picking up right after the last battle where things crashed. I just fought that battle again. We had already won that last time where we took down Valkia, so what we did was just took the Chill Road, sacked it, occupied it, and now we're moving on towards Ashrak here the next turn. Exactly. Bloody Mary, can you drop into another stance? We could have you raid. That's a little bit yikes. I mean, it works out, keeps her from taking any attrition. We'll have you raid on up through here, and we'll stop collecting income just so we'd have less negative. And we can move up towards Ashrak. Fantastic, we've got our first Black Arc moving on into. We'll start upgrading as soon as we can. And the plan is to send them on round to an area that we want to raid on repeat, so probably either Mazdamundi's side of the woods, or even down towards Ulthuan. We can start hitting one of the weaker minor settlements, or minor factions. Either way, we'll use him to start making some cash. Cash money. MALEKITH. We can't really afford any more units at the moment. But truthfully, I don't care. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a couple of Black Arc Corsairs with hand bows. How do they perform here in SFO? We've got Blood Frenzy like normal. They've got the Bloodthirsty competition, so I think they're normal hand bows. These guys have a missile strength of 40 and 6 bonus VLR, so they'll be very good at hunting down larger targets. I think that's glorious.
Murderous Lord.
Murderous Lord. So hopefully Anuch decides to attack Adriel here. Stupid. Well, we'll see. Holding the line here looks like it's gonna be pretty tough. Hey Brian, good to see you. Fireswell whilst moving alone makes them valuable. Dudes who could run with the ogre pistols, that's very fair. That'll be a fun bit of cinematic battle too. Can we go ahead and raid into Ironfrost? Oh, we can.
Next destruction.
How are things going in your neck of the woods?
Malicious and cruel.
Grab Linebreaker for Eva and allow her to come on up here and take down Ironfrost if we can. Any land we can take from the Hmong sounds good to me. We'll be making our way up there regardless with Bloody Mary and MALEKITH, so we've got 14,000 gold. Let's go ahead and use some of our servants to grease the cogs of industry. 450 slaves used. No problem. Go ahead and up in some more Dark Elf residences. We need to get a Pure 3 to get the altar. The pure unfiltered darkness oozing from this altar is enough to give the hardest warrior pause. Except for we bottle it and drink it on the battlefield. Income from buildings plus 10%. Faction-wide experience gain. Yeah, no, the Dark Elves don't care. They drink the horrifying darkness. Much better day than was on your case last stream. That is good to hear. The torture posts. Well, no, I'd like to make some more cash. Altar of Cain makes us cash, drops corruption, and gives us witch elves. I see that's a nice combo. Back over and Hark Haldra. We can also go ahead and spend some of our servants to speed that along, giving us the Dark Elf residences, and walls drop income from the entire province, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Slave slums or just more income. May just end up being more income. Our control's looking a little bit rough. Gives us 4 additional control and a dark shards. That's not going to be enough to switch it over. Slave slums drops how much we're utilizing, how many of them are dying every day. Having started watching this Kindred Rot build is an absolute stinker. Rot build all remembrance. What is that? I will admit to not knowing. We'll go ahead and just build this immediately and start going for the upgrade. Pretty excellent. I mean, we've got the... Yeah, well, we'll save them up a little bit. We've got the extra workers to keep that going. Let's finish up the Witch Elf building right away. And maybe instead we have Eva pop back and grab some Witch Elves.
For the Witch King.
Oh, the Witch King indeed. So to do so, we'll bring in some Witch Elves. So the difference between Witch Elves and Sisters of Slaughter. Looks like these are your defensive ones that bleed enemies and have armor piercing. And the Witch Elves are bonus for infantry and rampage. Yeah, that's lovely. Going all in on the ER poison specialties. Oh, I see. No, that's fair enough. You combine up rot with the poison. I think there's another kind of poison too in Elden Ring, so you can get pretty nasty with it. Let's go ahead. Oh, Witch Elves take 2 turns to bring in. Oh, I don't like that. Eva,
Prepare the raiders.
back to raiding.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
Adriel, we'll have you bring in some Man-Eater's Ogre pistols, and they'll help you hold the line here at Rakdo Gorge. Should be no problem. And then that's all we're gonna do for this turn.
Glorious slaughter.
Can we get any more trade deals going?
Siren of
Not with Silostra. Haggrave sounds great.
That scent of pain can only be my fellow Druki.
I can smell you getting off the elevator.
No help needed.
Oh, we'll see. Confederating with Malice is going to be a very good boon to our empire here. Let's see if he goes to war with the Nurglites. It's all going to depend on how fast he takes out the Tzeentch army there. Alright, back into dealing with Valkia. Outpost available where? Oh, Harganeth. I think not. We'll get that here at Haggrave instead. Let's go Blackrock. Construct an outpost. The one and only. LeBron hopefully going to take the opportunity to actually win her fight against the orcs now. We'll soon see. And fingers crossed I figured out what the crash issue is. I don't think my power source for the PC is strong enough to handle everything that I had hooked up before. We had a pretty nice speaker system that the Lady Wizard picked up for me as a gift. Problem was, she wants us to join their war with the Cage Breakers. You have any cash? I'll join you in your war for some money. Excuse me? Oh no, did I make a deal with the Cage Breakers not too long ago? Well, that's unfortunate. She played us. But I think those speakers are just overloading our power. We'll see. If there's no change, we still have the same crashes, then that's not the problem, and I have to go back to the drawing board. But defeating Valkia and her first army means this should be an easy march onward. Although now everyone's gonna dislike us. Alright, MALEKITH the Constructor. Oh, she can get a refund on him? That is true. Well, the plan is we'll just eventually start up, because we'll try to upgrade this PC over time rather than just throw it out and get a new one. So that means the first upgrade we'll make is probably a power system. Power supply. I'll try to find the right word there. That way we can use these speakers and continue to upgrade things, no problem. Because they are fantastic. Alright, MALEKITH. We're nearly to Ashrak. Can we raid up into her territory? Pretty positive we can.
I shall enjoy this.
We don't have a encamp stance, but we can raid for slaves very aggressively. Ooh, excellent.
my powers are yours.
So you two roll in together. Evan, you can't really assist from here. You're just kind of buffing up
Malevolent law.
replenishment for everyone in the area, which works. He's just setting up the biggest army he can. So we'll probably just keep bringing in more ogres to finish him off. Seems to be the best way. And for you, Eva, we'll swap you over to dark channeling stance and go smack us some...
For Cain!
Okay, go smack us some Norskins. Ooh, Sigwulf the Hung. Good for you, buddy. Unfortunately, Eva doesn't care.
Death to all enemies!
She cares 0.
All
Move
is
occupy.
mine.
And then we'll see if, we will see if Grombrindle makes a move soon. He can jump through the underways to attack cities like the Rakdo Gorge, so Cadriel is likely in a bit of trouble. Let's give her some Maneaters. Limitless power. 150 servants, yeah, I don't mind. Yoink. That way we're not in the negative for a turn.
King Malekith.
Sweet business. How much glory do we have here? I'd like to try to save so we can get the adaptation. So 30 growth in all of our frozen settlements sounds amazing.
Limitless power.
Cadriel, you know what? We might as well get you some... Nah, that's so expensive. You will make do with ogres.
Dreadlord.
Make sure to feed them a lot, otherwise you have all sorts of problems. Go ahead and give you training. Oh, we have both the masters leveled up.
Druki
Yoink. Asperon, you too. More training. Excellent ponytail, sir. Lets everyone know you mean business. Iron mines for us, maxed here, are going to give us some slaves, extra iron, and upkeep reduction for bleak swords, cold ones, of all kinds, and then the blackguard. Sounds good to me. Up in the mining pit. And again, we have the servants to go ahead and just immediately get that in.
Merciless one.
Yoink. No problem. Ignore outposts, and we will end the turn. Our bloody march continues. Looks like Mary's over here grabbing one. She's out there snatching one person at a time. She's but one lass. I figured she'd be a stronger spellcaster than that. Truthfully, though, the rest of Malekith's army is doing a terrible job. If Mary's out there snagging one, Malekith's whole force is slacking. They're just watching her chase around peasants. Oh, that's great. Alright, so we have one more mission issued, maintain control of 3 provinces, giving us a Deepwood branch. Heartwood recognizes itself and provides its holder a measure of protection against sudden rains of arrows. It also gives you more arrows too. Broken Wheel's gone. Recruit up an additional lord. Hey, Mochi. See, if you're gonna shout at me while we're recording, or while we're streaming, you have to say hi. Say hello, Mochi. Oh, you're not gonna complain this time. Good for you. While she looks sweet, she is absolutely not. Perhaps they're discarding the infirm, old, and deformed. That's probably what's going on there.
Chosen of Cain. I approve.
I approve.
All-powerful sorceress.
Alright, let's put you guys both in dark channeling stance while we strike. Slowing everyone down, we should feel that there tends to be no one in these settlements. Oh, really? More than I thought. Like Professor Pig, they're picky about their victims. Seems right.
Chosen of Hecate.
Druki, bloody slaughter awaits.
Make sure I'm not off the camera. 'Cause I remember when we were doing the Kingdom Deliverance stream, my chin was off the camera the entire time, and it drove me crazy going back through and editing it. Alright, so Eva.
Master of cruelty.
More Dread Spears is really going to be all we really can do. Of course, we can't afford them, so let's not. I'm also thinking that he's just waiting for us to get just far enough away from the Altar of Ultimate Darkness to strike. Grombrindle is crafty. Soltsvenaya. What a name. Let's get back to raiding. We need some more peeps. Malekith, you go ahead and take down Ashrak here. We fought enough battles against Chaos Warriors. This should go pretty well for us. That's a little bit of an ouchie. We will do occupy. I'm not trying to waste any time getting rid of Valkia's faction here. We'll get to raiding other factions that are not surrounding us. Win 10 battles with any hero character, giving us some money and armor. And some more labor.
I am the Witch King.
Too broken to fix. Draft Master.
Yes.
Lady Hagreen. I quite like the idea of you getting us more magical items. Bloody Mary will give you the inspiring presence to build up a little bit more experience. I guess it's just experience for yourself, but it'll work.
MALEKITH, King of Nagaroth.
We can send her back to colonize the Great Arena. I think that's what we'll do. New journey for you, Bloody Mary.
Cruelty knows no limits.
And we'll just keep popping in the income buildings. Grand does not matter to us nearly as much as Nagarond.
Lord of the Black Court.
Growth is what we need first, which is going to take us a single population, so we gotta wait one more turn.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
What's your plan, bud? Without supplies to sustain them, starvation, disease, or desertion is causing troops to suffer attrition. Yeah, they're losing a lot, too. Come on in and face us. Or are you scared of these ogres? I mean, I would be. They're ogres that get blood frenzy. Is that coming from the Druki, or is that because they're ogres?
Nagaroth nobility.
We get some through Allied. Eventually. One day. Outpost available at Harganath and Clarkarond. I think not. But I will accept one of your missions to hunt down Sven the Darkmane. What a dramatic name. You're picking up some lessons from the Druki.
So much death.
Yeah, see, that's... We're gonna have an issue. We're gonna pull the camera down a bit. Professional. What? Don't you stab me. You're gonna sit here while we're streaming, you gotta be good. Alright, the rats have come on in now. Can we just wipe you out with a quick auto resolve, please? That's the way. All we have to do is sacrifice our weak,
Cower
pitiful
before
soldiers.
my might.
A Dark Star Cloak. Alright then.
Slave
Welcome, rats, to the mines. Good at being a nuisance, maybe? That's fair. Once again, it's time for the Dark Elves to venture out into distant shores and plunder, pillage, and more importantly, gather slaves to fuel their war machine. The mines of Nagaroth always need new flesh. We gain more casualties captured, more income from raiding, and from sacking. For 20 whole turns. That sounds great. Yeah, well done, K-Drill. And then I'm going to immediately disband her and her ogre squad.
Right.
See ya.
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat.
stench lingers everywhere.
Watch, she comes back as a rebel. She can gain rank. Everyone has a glorious celebration, and then she gets fired. The very next day. All right, MALEKITH, you could grab some more lads, but I prefer to just keep walking.
I'm going.
I'm going. Hey, Sven.
Give them to Cain.
We are going to mess you up something fierce. It's gonna be great.
Your lifeless corpse shall be dedicated to the blood.
Sure, Conehead. I was trying to see what your soldier had. I'm too used to playing medieval now. We came over from doing... I started up the Khazad-dûm campaign, and we are about 2 episodes in now. Heavily armored dwarves are absolute... Man, the armor on Khazad-dûm makes the armor on the dwarves in this game look weak and pathetic. They've got some heavy armor. We need 4 population to get up to the Dark Citadel. Let's go for the slave drive for more growth. Same thing here in Rakdo Gorge. Drop in the slave drive. Crack the whips, lads. Horrible as it might be. Casualties captured, slaves per turn. Now we need growth. Growth is what we need. And Kevin, we're going to go ahead and recruit you up some troops, too. Get you some hand bows.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Bloody Mary.
Marauding.
We can have you just raid down into the Great Arena. That way you are gaining some experience and also dropping your own upkeep. I like how the armies are standing next to... Look at him hide. It won't save you.
With noble purpose.
Eva's coming to steal your people. Oh no. Of course, a close victory is not acceptable with medium casualties here. Let's go ahead and dive on in and do some damage. A quick save because I'm not trying to fight back through the rest of what we just did here, if in case any crashes, knock on wood. And let's dive in. You going to sleep now? Thanks, Mushy. Of course, now that I've said that. Just sit still. See, when dogs sit with you and they just fidget around in your lap, it's fine. Cats, though, when they slip, they go swing, and all the daggers go in.
And what may come to be. Most would think me fortunate to own such a book, but I can only use it in service to others. That is my curse. It wakes, tormenting me once more, feeding on the mysteries of...
Alright, looks like we're back on in. Welcome to Moshe. Unfortunately, we've been having all sorts of issues this week with crashes. Especially during stream, which normally is not a thing. Let me go ahead and get all of the stuff pulled back up here. Like I said, we'll give it one more try, because I'm not trying to waste you guys' time while we just try to make this work, because that would be lame. I've got some research to do. Alright, good. We're pulled up. Still waiting on it over on the YouTube studio side, but no, it looks like we're good now. Just waiting for it to all come on back in, so thanks everyone for sticking with me here. I really do wish I knew what was going on. Will not be streaming next week unless I can configure this out. I can handle the crashes in Let's Plays, no problem, and just doing our normal videos, but not... I don't want to waste you guys' time. Takes it from heaven. Just kicking back and having a good time playing some Dark Elves stuff. Waiting for load screens. Alright, we're back. Onward to assault the Hmong. Oh good, an ad kicks in on my my test stream right in time. As I was going to say before the stream crashed, this looks like an excellent area for a choke point if you were to be playing on the side. You have some guys pretend like you're here and rush them all out of the woods to take up position in the choke point. Of course, that's not what our foes are going to be attempting here. Hopefully. Alright, let's get our checkerboard going. Let's get a little bit more compact. Dark Shards. Master on either side. last in the center. Then I'm gonna hide the ogres in the woods. Is there any good terrain advantages we can take here? Yep. Right over here in this hill. Oh, the master. We'll have to advance a bit. Oh, it's no problem. Let's do it. Quickly up to the hill. Get... Oh, no, hang on. Why are you guys not running? Ooh, that's not the right one. H is what it is in medieval. We'll use... Get everyone in guard mode. I mean, waiting for your reinforcements is an interesting strategy. We can likely just charge her direct. Oh, she'll get hit by a bunch of javelins. No, never mind. She's got a horse. Yeah. Charge in, blow them up with the dark conduit, and run away. We'll go ahead and advance our dread spears a bit, so they don't just try to push through into the crossbows. It still likely will, but we'll try to discourage it a bit. How far can you clowns throw? Not incredibly.
Yes, on the march.
Actually, probably be better to blow
Moving
them
out.
up.
Going.
Yes, go ahead and pursue her, fool.
Pushing forward.
Give ourselves the extra charge speed right in time. Go, 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 go.
Raw destruction.
Where are you going, cowards?
Carnage.
Straight to hell. Oh, we did it not in time.
I move.
There it is. Completely deleted
On
them.
the march.
Now get out of there.
Pushing forward. I go. Going.
Any javelins that come her way should hit the other lads too.
I move.
Ah, but she is stuck.
Moving out.
Alright, broke free. No problem. Alright, circle. We'll go ahead and hit the javelins again. Yeah, Dark Conduit is goofy. Just gonna put my enemy to sleep and hopefully he'll be back up and running when I come back. Hey, Jonas. Good to see ya. Hopefully they get to sleep quickly.
Yes.
And with no issues.
Rivers of blood.
Alright, send the masters in just to stop them from getting any closer. As soon as they're in range, they are so very doomed. Ogre's coming out to help me run over these javelins. Actually, we have you run out and run over those marauders to start. Oh, she's losing that fight. That's a little bit spooky. Did they give them... Oh no, she's rampaging. Well, rest in peace. Have them fire here. What's causing her to rampage? I wouldn't know. Is it one of the Daughters of Cain or something? Do you guys have bonus view large on your weapons ring? Yes, indeed. That's good to know. Well, she's in trouble. Thankfully, being a Dark Elf, highly likely just to turn and run before dying.
Guts out, boys!
Oh, you're rampaging too. That could have been one of the abilities we came into the fight with. That much rampage is a little bit suspicious. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Now we'll let them come after us. Thankfully our lords, she's out of there. Enemy lord defeated. Our guys are all rampaging though. Why are you guys doing that? I'd like to know. Feral Rage. That must be something coming from the Norskins themselves. Right, you go ahead and hit them first, and the ogre should have no trouble smashing in behind you. Lass, you went the wrong way. Move up and start blasting. Ogres. What we'd like to see. And actually, the SFO change to ogre or to javelins makes a ton of sense, and I think it should be the way in the main game too. They should all be bonus fee large. I wonder if it's something like Valkia's Vessel, Feral Rage. That's what I'm thinking. It's gotta be a coronate ability. Granted, we could use it to blow lads up, which is great. I'm trying to make it through. Ooh, bad day. Where are you guys going? That's the wrong direction.
Our masters desert us!
Pin cushions. Yeah, they're done. Ogres wipe them out. Let's go ahead and try to get into the next group of javelins before it's too late. You go help. The ogres really shouldn't be fighting bonusly large targets. As you'd expect. Alright, you guys fire up on these spearmen. And you all advance to the next group. By Kane. Who are you? Is he throwing back here throwing a javelin? Yeah, he is. Who knows where he's getting the other ones? Alright, Masters, you go ahead and charge through into the Marauders, and that should be a pretty simple win. You can do it. And now all three of you go clobber that Broader Pathfinder. So what do you have special? Stagger shot. 50% less speed, 10 less melee defense, and missile resistance. Mochi, you're cutting off circulation of my leg. You've got to go. Oof. Now the stream crashes again. Alright, let's go ahead and send the man-eaters after the Hunter Javelins, and I think that's a pretty fantastic win there. Well, at least make sure we kill... Are you gonna hit him? This boy can move fast. She may just be pushing him off the map. Well done. You helped your new boyfriend escape. See, 2 losses is far better than medium casualties. Even if Eva almost got taken out there by rampaging. I bet it's like you're saying, Brian, it probably comes from being a vassal of Valkia's. Which we'll see quite soon. And welcome on into the 11 lads and lasses here. Glad to have you. Even through the computer issues. Golden Sword goes to the Man-Eaters, as I'm sure you all expected. Of course, Mochi left a miasma of hair. Doesn't matter how much you comb them, they just... a cat's work. Alright, 2 laws sounds great. A little bit more of the Witch King's authority, slaves, and treasury. I mean, I'm tempted just to go ahead and sack it. Let them try to rebuild. And then we can conquer it again afterwards, too. Today, the blight of chaos and corruption on our land has been washed clean. And mostly. Then we do have Swordsviner back there. Eaten by Lash and Scourge, brutally driven forth into servitude and torment. Extra weapon strength and other goodies when fighting high elves. Go Linebreaker one last time for our Dreadlord here, and then we'll circle to the Dreaded Slaver.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Fair enough, 10,000 treasury. Can we go for any more upgrades across the board here? The Iron Foothills we can. That would take Hard Cauldron up to next year. Actually, that may be the call, simply because of how far away Nagarond is. We could boost up the estates even further. Let's do that. I'm going to use our current servants to immediately finish it. Get the estates of the masters in. Guild halls, and then whatever else we can get to increase growth. Black roads, more movement range, trade tariffs, and construction time reduction. That sounds great. And I don't mind spending a little bit more servants to grease the wheels there, but Let's come first into Iron Fist. 20% more experience gains, pretty nice too. Let's go first adaptation, then nobility. Once we sacrifice that, it's a permanent bump to our empire here, where we have 30 additional growth in all frozen climate, an extra diplomatic relations with all dark elves, and then 50% more income from a rating.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Sorry, Mary, where are you finding someone out here? Just some random vagabonds out in the raised territory. Alright, so we're still generating, so we're still up to 1,500 servants. I don't mind going for the growth bump. And then we'll let this one build itself naturally. Excellent, as soon as we wipe out the Hmong, we'll circle back, or Hmong and Volkia both. We'll circle back to start retrofitting the armies.
Abominable snow.
Hey Lucas, good to see ya. Question is this ever going to be his full campaign, or after the stream we'll never see this run again? I see you. So this one I'm going to consider our active stream campaign for the time being. Our ball and all the other ones we've got going are still active too. I've just decided that MALEKITH was the one we're playing today, thanks to the help of our members. So this one this is one that I plan on continuing, yes. Let's see, we've got 5k gold left over. Nah, I think not. No reason to upgrade that. Imminent rebellion, really? Well, such is the way. We'll have to circle back around. And a turn. Said turn. Yeah, I guys realized we didn't even look at the... With all the crashes in the first episode, didn't take a look at all of the victory conditions, which we'll do here when this turn's done. Unless something pops up and I get distracted. Oh, there's Grombrindle. We knew he was waiting. Losing the altar is not going to be that big a deal, though. We can circle back around to deal with him. And hey, if SFO continues to bed, imagine your queue of unit packs and faction mods is growing by the hour. This is also true. The nothing but hot dogs, and we would absolutely lose. Dangerous. Negative growth, really. I mean, fair, Grombrindle is hauling cheek to get up here. He definitely knows we have no armies nearby, which good for you. I'm mistaken, am I? Poor likes his pups. This is very true. Eva, you go ahead and claim the glacial encampment for me. I realize you ran off so you could do some more recruiting, which is a bit obnoxious. Loot and occupy, and we'll go ahead and grab some more spearmen on for the march back. Then MALEKITH, we're going to be dealing with a lot of guys hiding in Dagrak's End. Oh, I think it's worth it. We're going to make the defenses over here a little bit scary, because Grombrindle can wipe out Ultimate Darkness and get into Hard Cauldron pretty quick. In that case, Mary, let's go ahead and have you turn around. Move towards Nagaron. We'll have you start building up a force.
Chosen of Hecate.
We've got Reaper Bolt Throwers. We need at least one of them. And then for the dwarves, I'd say just a couple of normal Dark Shards. 200. Snorri's coming for you. Yeah, Snorri's on the way. He got beat up one time, but because he's AI and he knows where all of our units are, he's confident enough to come up in a march. Otherwise, you would absolutely never do that. Sycophantic Schemer. That sounds great.
Speak.
Get them both sycophantically scheming.
Noble of Nagaroth.
That's going up by 300. Well, we may not be able to recruit all of them. Let's take hers out for now, since Eva's doing fine. MALEKITH will have you march on Dagrak's End. We'll see how that goes. Valiant defeat. That's fine. There's a lot of them in here. We are attritioning, though, if we set up outside the walls, and if they attack us, we can pretty easily win. This is a tier 3 settlement. I don't think I want to strike. Moderately increases the health of settlement walls, towers, and gatehouses, but doesn't look it buffs them at all. If we're wrong there, though, we're in trouble. Although, if this is a battle inside the settlement, we win just kind of by default. Strike now. Alright, then.
Dark Lord.
They don't have towers. And if you trust in us, I'm willing to go for it. E3 is bad enough. Yeah, it really is. Thankfully, though, they have no bloodletting. 2 exalted heroes. They came ready to fight. Let's do it. Quick save again. Pride is influenced by Khorne. So am I, though. I'm easily egged on by inspiring words. I mean, we have the Dark Shards to win this pretty easily. They don't have the armor. But it will get spicy if we can't get over the walls, and if we're lied to about how strong the towers are. Khorne wins by default if he loses. He's still got a good fight. That's true. Khorne always wins. My shift's just ending and I need something to pass the time until my train is approaching. Fair enough. You've thrown us into a bad situation for some entertainment, which I respect. Time to fight our way out of it. I'm more concerned about the 2 exalted heroes than anything else. Alright, so these towers are, please. Oh, they're still the 100. Oh, they're nasty. There's gotta be an easy way in, though. We can hit 1. Yeah, the towers that slow you down, too. Well, that's unfortunate. We could attack from this side, throw off the... Here's what we'll do.
I will have destruction.
Oh, you guys can fire 360 in this? That's... Hang on now, the Ogre Pistols can fire while moving? I mean, I think they always could, but they can fire while moving while... Oh, we got Feral Rage again. That's not good. Should be just out of range, and then we'll just have the crossbows in lines.
Dark shards. The merciless host. Dealers in death.
Okay. You guys come all the way over here.
Dark shards.
Guard mode for most of you. And let's do this. They're gonna think we're deploying on this side, and we are lying. We're gonna go this way. Aggressively. MALEKITH, you and the Sorceress, run. And we'll send the Man-Eaters round to attack the walls here. Chariots, you roll this direction quick-like. Hopefully they can make it without getting shot up too badly. It was a dastardly fake. And I'm gonna leave 2 crossbows here. I don't think they have the same kind of arc fire they do on vanilla, but we'll still try. We need bolt throwers. We also need save Malice from the Sex Offender. Absolutely. Yeah, Sigvald's a problem. We definitely need to save the Dark Blade if possible. Yeah, so we just ignore all that and go around. They are responding. Sigvald is lost. 100%. Just barely out of range. Lovely. Oh, he's on a list. Yeah, no, Sigvald... whoever turned Sigvald into a Chaos Lord is also on a list, because I think he was supposed to be like forever 16 or something like that. So in and of itself, it's a little bit sketchy. I'm not moving up. I do not trust that we won't just have the gates opened. What are these guys doing? Siege Defender, Frenzy, Paragon of Excess. That's what's going on.
Lord of Nagger.
Slaanesh, speed Slaanesh. That it is. Horn moves pretty quickly too, but this is going to get them at least off the walls, which is something we really desperately need. Alright, so MALEKITH is here as well. Please don't open the gates. We have to watch. Jarth! I mean, MALEKITH can say anything because it's against his mom. I mean, he just pretends that she's not working with Slaanesh. Oh, those towers have some wicked rage. Hate that. Let's go over and knock over these walls. Yeah, she's gonna rampage. Yikes. Rip that through. They are corn, but it should still be some damage. Get back in there. Lore-wise, she did sleep with Alethanar, so he could steal an artifact. Yeah, I think a lot of people can say that they have been with Morathi. Not something she cares about. She uses it as a weapon and as a tool to get what she wants. Or well, at least they're not on the tower. Half of the yeah, pretty much.
MALEKITH, no mercy. I crave battle.
Just Morathi's thing. Wait, no, the good news is also if they group up a lot of guys, we can go for the Dark Conduit to get rid of them in a hurry. Ogre's tearing down the walls. Once this is open, we'll have a clear shot in with our Dark Shards. They can't quite reach. Okay, so we'll at least keep them back over here in case of towers. First of the handbows is in. Handbows, we don't want you guys on fire at will just yet, because you'll just miss. That is a lot of dudes to hit with some magic. Yoink. Or not. They're going to take some damage.
Corsair handbows to destruction.
Move this way, handbows.
Dark Elves.
I don't want you guys up on the walls, but I don't know if we can do much about it. Yoink some health away from these Dark Shards. Please don't miscast. Good. Keep tearing that wall down. I mean, it looks like the Cold One Chariots they're hitting people.
Corsair handbows to destruction. Carnage awaits.
Their job is going to be to bother anyone that might try to mess with MALEKITH if they open the gates. Alright, they're up on the towers again, which means we are going to start losing dudes. Wait, who's up on the tower? Oh, these guys here. Wish we had some Vortex spells for sure. I think we need to save our magic. No, we just have to talk about the getting up on the towers and they immediately stop. That's not bad damage. I don't think I want everyone on fire at will, though.
Dark shards. Eager for battle.
Alright, we're through the gates. MALEKITH, you and your mage fall back.
Corsair
You go on fire at will, what happens? They shoot through. Looks like the answer is no. MALEKITH, charge. Let's see if we can draw them in. That wall's about to go.
True heir of a
We'll sit here.
MALEKITH
See if we can't draw them in.
attack.
Blow them up.
I depart.
Although having Malekith rampage is gonna be really bad. Get out of there, bud. If Dark Con, does this work on everyone above him? I'm curious. For science. I mean, kind of.
Death awaits.
And now they're gonna rampage.
Chariots!
Looks like they are gonna go ahead and claim the walls. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. You guys advance.
By your command!
By your command. Doing some pretty good work. I kind of feel bad for Malekith. She ended up becoming king, you just need to stay a bit longer. Turned into a piece of smoking bacon. Yeah, I mean,
Dark Elves!
it's not a great time.
Battle ready. Following orders.
The merciless host! Onward! As you say!
Sorceress of Grund!
The merciless host!
Yeah, we're wasting a lot of ammo, so let's go ahead and have you guys cease fire for now.
Understood!
Until we've got the gates down, or the walls down, which we just did.
Find a me,
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and knock over these walls next. We need plenty of space to fire in.
MALEKITH.
We have time. Horn's the impatient one, not us.
Nagarothi!
You guys cease fire at will.
Battle ready!
Druki, forward.
Terror and death!
Slay them.
Eager for battle!
Malekith, get out of there.
Spreading misery.
Why can't you go through the gates? Brother. Brother. There you go.
The destroyer hungers.
Like, I'm gonna go around.
Or says so.
No, Malekith. No, don't go around.
Cold-blooded killers.
MALEKITH.
Thought you're supposed to be a smart boy. Fire on this group, please. You guys keep knocking over the gate, or the walls.
Man-eater pistol.
Nobody deserved that. Except for maybe Manfred. Manfred definitely deserved it. I would 100% agree. Everyone with a crossbow, fire on this poor fool.
Blade hungers!
Aria!
Manfred definitely deserved it.
Carnage awaits!
See, that's a lot of damage there. Hey, Zachary, where did you get the ogres all the way up there in Nagaron? Don't you worry about that. Money talks.
MALEKITH.
We got them from the Flame Guts tribe. They're just a little ways down in the Rakdo Gorge area. I mean, that's one of their exalted heroes dealt with. Is this guy over here miscasting? What a fool.
The joy of battle!
Just gotta be more patient. That exalted hero is now a pincushion. He is very dead.
Dark shards! Terror and death!
Let's send these guys that way to go knock on the gates.
Merciless warriors!
Scream for me.
Shall tremble.
Hey, buddy.
Forward.
Cold-blooded killers! Make
We got some bolts for you, too. Don't worry.
merciless
Oh, no, we don't. He's putting himself in a good spot. Okay. Fair enough, cheeky.
host.
Forward.
Dark shards! Blood will flow!
And that hero got penetrated more than Marath.
MALEKITH.
I see you like Marath. Can we sneak a fireball in? Oh no, you're up on top. See, that's what we call a... Ooh, hang on now. That's the worst idea possible. Yeah, you just stay there, buddy. No, don't waste any shots on him. That guy is doomed. Ouch, excuse me.
Moving out. To destruction.
That's not 100 damage. It's 100 damage across the board. Those are cannonballs. Alright, everyone, you need to relax. We're wasting way too much ammo with this guy. He's gonna come tumbling off the wall.
I Crave battle.
Flame Guts are still alive. What, 15 turns in? Still some mercenaries. Yeah, it's pretty crazy they're still in. Yeah, we've got to get inside the walls ourselves pretty soon, otherwise this is going to get spicy. These cannonballs hurt. Good grief.
Moving out.
Oh, it's the shotgun round from the... Alright, who's shooting?
Dark shot.
Stop it.
Understood.
You'll be allowed to in a moment. This guy's gonna fall off the walls, it's gonna be great.
Man-eater pistols.
My blade hungers.
You guys are shooting at these halberdier warriors, that'd be awesome. Oh, hang on now. Where are you going? You were supposed to fall off the walls.
Me. They're dead.
Corsair handbows.
Handbows come over. We could probably say you guys are firing on them.
Destroy. Great spears.
The Flame Guts are a keeper. Some giant Samandians are always handy. Absolutely. I'm not getting rid of the Flame Guts anytime soon.
Battle ready. End them.
Hate to see that they're back up on the top of the walls, but we can keep shooting them, and they tend to run away pretty quickly.
We are ready. With pleasure.
Man-eater pistols.
Ooh, actually, let me get up on top of the walls. Yeah, go on up there, fool. It's safe. Promise.
Follow the
It's
Lord's
safe.
call.
100% safe. Yeah, it's up on the walls.
Off we go.
It was a fake!
Time. Meal time.
Shouldn't you save some ammo? See, that was the plan,
Dark shards.
but a couple of my guys started being foolish. And there goes the exalted hero. We almost got the Chaos Lord too.
Looking for me. Good plan.
At once.
Send an envoy to China.
Merciless warriors. Dark shard.
Alright, those guys are out of ammo. Go ahead and fall back. I'll go ahead and read the Mard page in a second, but I'm wondering if this makes the game harder. It does a little bit, yes. They have changed up the decision-making the AI has. And welcome, good to see you, Carl. Where are you guys going? SFO does make it harder. Yes, it absolutely does.
This way.
Indeed, indeed.
Thunder in full.
Druki. My blade hungers. Murder awaits.
Sure thing.
I'm just trying to get rid of some of these single entities, and then we can make our way in.
The merciless host.
We are ready.
From here, you guys should have a pretty good shot, or at least the ones in the back should have a pretty decent arcing shot to hit this Chaos Lord.
Dealers in death.
I might be wrong.
Dark elves.
They're staying back too, they're being clever.
Corsair handbows.
Alright, so hand bows.
Going.
Move in on this side. MALEKITH can kind of move through the center here. To yoink away a little bit more health from, let's say, this unit of Arc Shards. No whammies. No whammies.
Sorceress of Grun. Come, Maleth.
Follow the Lord's call.
Corsair handbows.
Alright, MALEKITH, you go ahead and charge here so we can explode that whole group of halberdiers in one little go. Yes, fools, surround MALEKITH. It's a good idea. And yoink.
Malekith.
Get MALEKITH. Get out of there.
Spreading misery.
And those you too.
Murder.
Fall back. Get on fire at will. You shoot them the whole way through. And then we'll send in the swords.
Bleak swords. Hack, cut.
Oh no, MALEKITH rampaged. And somehow they managed to catch him in there with everyone.
With pleasure. Murder awaits.
I thirst.
Dark shards. Kill them.
Alright, Dark Swords, give them the business. Ogres, you too. Come this way.
Nagarothi.
Clear up those spearmen. We gotta save MALEKITH somehow here.
Eager for battle. No survivor.
Oh yes, the future accosting of Cathay for no reason.
Dealers in death. Advance. Druki. On to slaughter.
Well, you think the Cathayans don't deserve it?
Attack.
Man-eaters.
Merciless warriors.
Come on, MALEKITH, you gotta get out of there.
Onward.
Don't think he's going to be able to, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Dark shards.
Shenlu!
We need to go on
Forward.
slave raids with orcs. It's only proper. This is true.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Dude, I told you to escape. Like, no, I want to fight. Okay, do what you want. Enjoy dying. Yeah, especially with that active.
Destruction.
Alright, let's get one more bit of casting in before we're done.
Come forth.
So, MALEKITH's gone. Can't wait for Slanesh DLC.
Eager for battle. Advancing. It is done. Forward.
I'm hoping Slanesh is the next DLC, I can't lie.
Dark elves.
How are you rampaging? I didn't tell you to run. Good grief. Feral Rage is silly.
Corsair handbows.
Oh man, now they're taking the towers. MALEKITH's gonna run into enemy territory and die. At least that broke his rampage. Yeah, that's true. We're gonna lose everyone here. Here, man-eaters, you push through. I want a Norska change. I would agree. Let's get everyone on firing on the blood speaker if we can. Man-eater pistols, try to push through.
Find a meal.
My power is yours!
Let me get you out of there.
On to battle!
Increase the damage on everyone up front here. I don't think MALEKITH's coming back.
Rampage this way.
Look at that. No, you better leave MALEKITH alone.
Off with
Ogres slam in. Well, there goes their blood speaker with a quickness.
Oh yes.
Spawnicorn's a single entity, is it?
If I could
Nagarothi. We are ready.
Anathrema.
Onward.
Anathrema. Now, there's not a big enough group of Druki. Our ogres are rampaging. MALEKITH, run! That's a huge blob. Activating here isn't gonna hit anything. Go. Oh, glorious.
Corsair handbows. Slaughter them. Battle ready. Slash. Kill.
Oh, MALEKITH, you coward.
Sorceress!
Well, they've got no lords now.
Bleak
Last of them slain. Let's get all of the current crossbow warriors dealing with the spawn of corn next.
battle ready.
Yeah, what else is gonna push past it?
Die, weaklings. Blood
Anyone who's rampaging we can't control anymore, so that's just the way it is. MALEKITH's back. Run, dude, run.
carnage force. Advancing.
These Dark Trolls can fire on this group.
Sorceress of Grub!
What is going on here?
Look out! Missile fire! Corsair handbows.
Step back, handbows.
Tribe on the move.
Tribe on the Dark Trolls, get out of there.
Advance, Druki.
Dark sorceress!
I'm aware that some of you are just gonna fight and do whatever you want regardless, but let's not.
Aurea Sarius!
Warriors power through, or ogres power through. MALEKITH, go grab some zones. That's all you're really good at now.
Corsair handbows. Cold-blooded killers.
Rampage is no good on the Dark Shards. Spawn is rampaging. Yep, Spawn is rampaging. Alright, ogres, go ahead and slam into these lads. Those warhounds need to go.
Druki. Advancing. Moving out.
Where did my other handbows go? Are they rampaging? They are indeed.
Pull back. On to slaughter.
Get on MALEKITH. Capture those zones.
I thirst!
Now we can't throw any fireballs in or anything.
Murder awaits.
Won't be effective.
Onwards to murder. Cold-blooded
You guys
killers.
fall back.
Druki, forward. Murder awaits. Suffering
Blast into the Chaos Warriors if you can.
Dark elves.
Another explosion goes. That thing is obliterating our lines. Come on, crossbows, do your job.
Say, battle calls.
Alright, this zone belongs to us. That Dark Elf battle music is good, I would agree.
I am ready. Setting forth.
Alright, that's a squad of hounds. You are going to get taken out of the way. We got to get to that zone there. Chariots, now's your time. Spawn of court SFO is disgusting. I would agree.
Dark shots.
That's alright. After this, Velkia's gone, so it is all worth it.
Druki. Onwards to murder. Slaughter them, Dark Elves. End them.
Got a little bit left. Trying to keep MALEKITH from leaving.
Merciless warriors, on to slaughter. Dark shots.
Corsair handbows.
Eager for battle. To destruction.
Gotta capture the zone quickly. Okay, good. They diverted to go capture. You love to see it.
Dark shots.
Forward.
Advancing.
Sarathan!
They're coming all outside the walls. I mean, I don't mind running them over with the chariots then.
Sorceress of
You fall
blood!
back, spears catch them.
Eager!
On to slaughter.
Run those marauders over. MALEKITH, did you manage to escape? Come on. Now just run.
Dark shots. No mercy. Corsair handbows.
Come on, Anma. The amount of fallen here is insane.
Sorceress of blood!
Order pistols advance. Keep blasting. We'll see if we have enough. Fall back, everyone. No reason to stay in here.
Corsair handbows.
Especially you there, handbows. Although, it doesn't look like we're gonna get you out.
Advance. Druki.
Because they're trying to go around.
Dark shots.
Kane sups on blood.
Biggest in the tribe. Reckon so. All right.
Step back here so there's no issues on anyone else firing. Wizard, if you choose Warhammer race to join, which one would I choose? Ooh. Probably either the... Yeah, I have a choice of 3 then. Absolutely not Grand Cathay. That seems like that'd be a great place to live, but you are 100% expendable to the Dragon's Whims. Probably either the Dwarfs, the Wood Elves, or... Ooh, the Dwarfs and the Wood Elves. I had one more there that I've just completely blanked on, so probably the Dwarves or the Wood Elves. I'll say there. Told you to strike now. We did win. MALEKITH almost died, but we actually lost nothing, so this is all replenishable. I have green skins since I have a great time. See, there you go. All that matters is a good scrap, and that's about it. A good scrap. Nurgle, since there's a god that cares about you. Absolutely not. Brother. Nurgle's version of caring about you is very different from what you'd expect. Like, oh, Nurgle loves you indeed. Now you're going to have diarrhea for the rest of your life. Enjoy. And not just normal, it'll be demonic. It'll be Nurglings. Nurgle makes you feel... I mean, yeah. But the other trade-offs... Listen, I love Nurgle. Would never join. If I'm joining any of the Dark Gods, it'll probably end up being Khorne. We are a battle mage. Golden Sword goes to... Oh, the Nagarond. God, your facial work is amazing right now. If you don't feel pain, you can't feel pain or having listen, brother. If you don't have any problem with it, that's up to you. I'm gonna have a problem with it just naturally. We can... I think we're looting it. I'm not leaving them alive.
Your senses.
Grond enjoys that we've taken out big groups. And we've got the Crows of Cain. Khorne does not care about you. Tzeentch betrays you, and Slaanesh, well... I mean, that's true. But Khorne, there's an easy way to be granted more and more power. With the Nurgle, it's do awful, disgusting things. In a different vein than Slaanesh. That's another province captured. Listen, I understand you enjoy Nurgle. You're probably not going to convince me. I know what the Nurglites are about. Sar gets... what now? Wait, can we just ignore the... No, that's not a thing. You have to repair it first. Okay. Then next we'll grab... Ooh, what do we want? That probably... Torture posts sound nice. Let's go ahead and snag a little bit of... torture posts. Yes, we'll torture the people of Dagrax and act right.
I am the witch.
Nurgle demons are always happy, except Plague Bearers, because they keep on counting. I think all of the Nurgle demons have to keep counting, but even them are pretty happy. Even they are pretty happy.
I shall enjoy this.
I think the only one that is not... Epidemius is kind of known as the only herald slash... kind of one of the only demons of Nurgle that's actually grumpy. Because he has kind of an impossible job. Weapons recoil attacking, missile resistance. That's pretty nice. Absolute power. See, I'm here for Elven Healing and Quartermaster. Let's split. We'll probably grab both of them, but we'll split the difference for now.
Of the Druki.
All bearers, lore-wise, are grumpy. Oh. They keep losing count. I figured they don't lose count, and that's one of the things you're not supposed to do, but fair. Losing count when that's your only job would make me quite grumpy. Let's go ahead and grab Burning Head as well to give the Norskins a bit of a spicy touch. Doesn't work as well against Khorne's followers, but Nurgle, or not Nurgle, but Norska won't have the same resistances. Crimson Reaper. Well, rest in peace, Altar of Ultimate Darkness. That's unfortunate. They have a pretty decent defensive force, though. From Brindle, what do you have? Nothing but Quarrelers. I mean, there's a world. Do we want death, or do we want... Yeah, I think we want death or dark magic. What does the dark magic lasses have? Do they start with Chill Wind? Because 100% armor piercing is going to be really, really good against the dwarves. Otherwise, we just yoink the health away from Grombrindle. Shadow Manipulator and Fertility Rites. That's right. Yes, let's do this. Welcome, Lysine, Guardian of the Altar. And Bringer of Slaves. Summon a Lord. That's what I just did. I missed your message. Let's go ahead and grab... I guess you can have some more armor. Armor of Silver Steel doesn't really matter that much if we lose it. Income for buildings in case we lose them. Well, that's not the best.
Noble blood.
We'll give the High Elf Slave over to our masters. There we go. Don't forget the ROR Harpies.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
We want to spend them over here. Bleeding Regeneration, common. Common. It's not specialized against any other unit or any special role. They've got Bleed, and they have Crow Feast. Sure. Let's see if we can hold the line. Can disrupt artillery? That's true.
Merciless.
We don't get to see what Grombrindle has.
You know who I am.
We know he has a heap of Quarrelers.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Black-hearted Dreadlord. You can't really afford any more units. Bloody Mary is recruiting units we can't afford either. That just seems to be the way, doesn't it?
Dark power.
That's going in next turn. No reason to spend that there. So maybe instead of the torture posts, we need gold. Yeah, we'll go for the Artisan's House. He probably has an Air Force. Likely. We took out his first army completely the last stream. So whatever he has now
I am
is going to be whatever he rebuilt it with, so we'll find out soon. Recto Gorge up to the next tier. Awesome. See, we're at 16% adapted to Recto Gorge as that continues to increase. Those debuffs are going to go away until they're completely gone. But they didn't have a special building. That's fair. So they might have an Air Force. We'll see. Let's go for the... Ooh, extra experience per turn. We have to just sacrifice a few of our people for Kane. That sounds awesome. And then we can do... Slave Drive here as well. Whip them into shape.
What?
Who seeks me?
No, there's no reason to rush that along. Alright, so we shall skip through and turn. And while that turn is going, I'm going to go ahead and jump up and run to the restroom and grab me a refill on my drink. Be right back in about 3 minutes. Corn's out walking his dogs again. That is true. Yeah, that's a lot of hounds. Do you guys want to just go ahead and capture this so I can come back and beat you up too? Works for me. Now are they gonna keep sacking it? What is wrong with you, first son? And then Grombrindle's surrounding us too. We can at least see what he's got going on. Win one battle against High Elves. Driven by an insatiable hatred, MALEKITH hungers for the vicious savagery of war. The High Elves, with their haughty and superior manner, are in dire need of reminding just how strong the Witch King of Naggaroth truly is. Their fear will be a delightful tonic indeed. Even were it not so, the methods of science and sorcery push him to battle regardless. The runes decorate the metal encasing MALEKITH's burned and twisted flesh. It is said that only blood will activate their power, turning his metal prison into an even greater armor of unfathomable resistance. What better way than to access such power? Pardon me, than to anoint rune plates of meteoric iron in the blood of his most hated foes. That's very basic. Pin armor, 2 extra wound recovery time reduction, because we're Darth Vader, and 10 melee defense, 20% physical resistance. Not bad, but not great against the elves, because they mostly have magical attacks. Ah, the suffering. The sweet, sweet suffering.
Feel my power.
Remember, what do you have? So no artillery whatsoever. But so many quarrelers. In a siege, though, I don't think we have a single bit of trouble winning. How much attrition are we taking here? Just a little bit. Let's hope he attacks us next turn, otherwise And if he has another army over here too, we'll be in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see. I don't think he's had time to build up a second force.
Cruel Dreadlord.
Eva go wipe out Svenaya. Quite the name. You're really gonna run? The cowardice.
Ruki are restless.
So they are. We'll go ahead and have some fights to the death to solve that, because I don't feel like putting down any rebellions right now. Yoink. The Dark Shard shields on their own make this possible. They do, but not as easily on the open field. I keep forgetting to give Malekith an additional warrior here. We can just go through High Grave pretty easily once we claim the Glacial Gardens here. Just want to make sure there's no more foes up here, so let's go ahead and hold Sheik on over. We can start raiding. Take away the income here, which is unfortunate, but we need to raid to do some replenishing and not take attrition. So Dagrax in. We can go ahead and toss in the Quarry, although we're not going to be making any money from it, so...
What do you seek? Mother of the Dark Convent.
Yeah, it's too many Quarrelers to fight on the open field. Any of our guys we charge at them are just going to get shot to pieces, and then if they do make it, that is nasty defense and melee attack with armor piercing, so we'll want to wait.
Withdraw.
If he sits there for a bunch of turns, we'll be in trouble, but otherwise...
Nagaroth nobility.
Are you joking?
Prepare the raiders.
I see how it's going to be.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Tyrant.
Income generated, income from a sacking, extra slaves. I think that's going to be the call. These are all great. Yeah, let's go for the torture posts.
Forbidden magic.
More experience. Don't think you'll be able to reach in time, Bloody Mary, so we will have you instead. Yeah, let's hold Cheek up to Har Cauldra.
Be
English.
ready. All-powerful sorceress.
And then I'll upgrade here at the Chill Road. Well, 2K.
Cease your provocations.
Cease your provocations. For our rights, we can sacrifice to Hekarti or to Atharti. I think to neither is going to be the call. Available after 40 turns. Well, I'm glad we got the use out of it that we did, because otherwise, that would have been bad. Exploit Fuse, more experience gained. They contribute to murderous prowess. That's interesting. Additional effects unlocked for that barracks chain, and then exploit feuds. More experience for units when we're fighting in enemy territory. Let's go for the herbalists. The extra effects it's talking about are
The people are displeased.
experience gain for everyone in the province that they're at. So anyone that's defending, such as I think Kevin counts. He may not, but Bloody Mary or anyone like that will be gaining experience as they sit there and defend. Yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade these. Even though we're not collecting income right now, it's not that big a deal. Melee attack, faction wipe was battle. We'll probably have to swap off of sacrifices to Cain at some point because we are using up a lot of our labor. Those dark shards wouldn't be, not dark shards, but Quarrelers wouldn't be as threatening if we had a little bit more cavalry. So just one unit of harpies. Those chicken nuggets are easy to shoot out of the sky. I think it counts for him if Kevin's in the settlement. Oh, can you actually put them in? I didn't realize. Then that we shall do. Rubinus, what are you doing? Would you go away? We get that your doggos are strong.
Gifts from Cain.
Oh, even more people are disappearing. Thanks, Skaven. You're the best. Brindle is gonna sit outside like a coward.
Fell
Brother.
sorcery.
This is rather weak of you.
With noble purpose.
Yeah, it does make them smarter, doesn't it? And by smarter, it means more of an absolute cheat.
Chaos.
Dude, would you just chill?
All
It's like, I can't do anything about it, but I'm gonna sit here and raid.
Pick them apart.
So you are. Alright, let's see about
A novel process.
just sitting here so I can actually get back to making money here. Make some money, and MALEKITH go wipe out the Glacial Gardens. You'll allow this, huh? Glacial Gardens belong to MALEKITH now. I'm just gonna loot occupy. The Hmong need to go away. I'm tired of these guys sitting around raiding. Dark indeed. Deepwood Branch. You've got no ammo, so not for you. And bodyguards only go for heroes, or for, I guess, lords.
Black
Enjoy your bodyguard, and enjoy
Go on.
your bodyguard.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, hang on, no, nope. We'll grab it through allied recruitment. Dark Riders with repeater crossbows are intriguing. Yeah, let's grab some skirmishers.
I am the Witch King.
So very useful against chaos. More income buildings, and then Kevin.
Lord of Fear. Going
Oh, we
ashore.
can. Well, thank you, Brian. We'll go into Dread Expansion.
Slaughter awaits.
You guys just kind of post up there.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Well, actually, now that we have a lass
Power
with
unleashed. No rest.
Eagle Claw, we might be able to beat Gromrindle, sallying out.
Moving on.
Still gonna be spicy, but at least we have some artillery to shoot him with. And then before we do, we'll activate the right to gain our Supreme Sorceress's more experience. That sounds good. We now can't afford most of our... Does this still count, or does it... Huh. We just gained a bit more control because we have no servants. Cause us any rambunctious issues. Hey there, Gromrindle. Now it's you versus Bloody Mary versus Kyle Gugun and Dulce de Leche. Prepare yourself. Let's quick save and ready to throw hands. Scariest thing here is obviously the Quarrelers and the Blaster Charge Miners. Slayers will be a problem. Gromrindle being unbreakable is also always a problem. That's what Spirit Leech is for. And I think they're both Death Mages. We can just double up on it. Come on then, let me take to the field. Time to prove our worth or die trying. We can also be quite cagey.
Bleak swords.
Alright, so Bleak Swords we need to kind of keep in the back, not fighting any of the front line. If anyone needs to get blown up, it's going to be our Spearmen. Excuse me, what'd you say, boss? Yes, if anyone's getting blown up, it's gonna be you guys. How exciting. Let's go shield Dark Shards in the center.
Nagarothi.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes. And I'm gonna hide these guys over in the woods. With the Witch Elves and the hand... I guess the dual sword lads.
The merciless host. Cold-blooded killers.
Supreme sorceress.
And they are all going to run back to the woods immediately. If we can draw the crossbows towards our melee line here, and then draw them back into the woods, we have a chance of separating them and then having all of their skirmish mode stab them in the back. Brindle's still going to be a problem, though. Guard move for the lot of you, and let's do this. Fall back aggressive like, and if Brindle's not going to pursue, we are not going to push the issue. We'll have 38 total wins of Magic Reserve. So at least use saving one of these aspects of the Dread Knight. Oh, it's not the same. It doesn't give him magical attacks. Alright, SFO, I see you.
Dark Elves. We are ready. Cold-blooded killers.
Alright, that'll do. And then we will, because their Quarrelers have more range than our Dark Shards do, so we have to draw them back into the woods. Otherwise, we are at a disadvantage the entire time. And our guys will just get returned into pit cushions, which is no fun. As you'd expect.
Dealers in death.
Excuse me.
Dark shards.
You guys at the edge of the map? Oh, that's why. That would be why. Dark Shards, come over here.
Battle ready.
Don't want to get spotted. Send the Harpies that way. Actually, no, send the Harpies this way, so they don't think we have troops over this way. 45 seconds, we'll go ahead and speed things up. They're waiting for our reinforcements to show up. Alright, so we do have artillery. That is going to intrigue them quite a bit.
Onward. Forward. Advancing.
Seeking distraction.
Not nearly as much as I thought it would, though. Okay. Set you up to multi-shot.
Suffering for
Let's
all.
go have it fire on the Grudge, or the Quarrelers. Quarrelers, the Grudge Settler Slayers here. They can walk back,
Supreme sorceress.
and the only that should be able to catch them, here, let's check the speed. 35 walking, 42. The only one that should be able to catch them is the Slayers.
Bolt throwers. Blood will flow. For the king.
Only one is a single volley.
Supreme sorceress. Unrestrained.
Are you on a horse, or are you on foot? You're both on foot.
Fell sorcery.
Let's hope it works. Yes, indeed. Let's hope it works. I'm going to fire 1 or 2 volleys and then just turn and run. If they move. If they don't move, I'm going to keep shooting. But if they move, we're just going to worry about shooting one. I want them to move forward. This is all I'm trying to do. Let's see. In range. And they immediately move. Yep. Pull back.
Destruction.
Forward.
Didn't do a ton of damage. No, are they? Are they not?
Eager for battle.
They're not advancing. Oh, they were just dodging. I love that that's a thing. Fire on the miners. They shouldn't be able to dodge as effectively. Several get pierced. On both sides. Come on, then. Next wave's already coming in. The spread shot makes it really hard for them to dodge. They're not advancing, though. That's crazy to me. Oh. Spoke a little bit too soon. Fall back. It's nearly time to spring the trap. Are they gonna just walk towards us? If they're just walking, I'll turn and fire some more at them.
Beyond compare.
No, there can be no mercy. That's 3 group units up together. Oh, glorious. Alright, bolt doors. Now's the time to fall back. And now is the time. You guys are walking your way home. Always a scary prospect. I'm glad to see this worked out too. They're trying to stop me from flanking them. However, all they ended up doing was spreading themselves out. Sometimes I see Grumbrindle too. He's getting hit with a Spirit Leech on repeat. There he is. Gonna get very close. That is fine. From the miners. Where they can charge through easily. Fall back yourself. Big blob of dudes up on top of the hill. Let's see if we can't. It seems like they really, really don't like these crows of Cain. We'll have them circle round.
Foul sorcery. Supreme sorceress.
Dealers in death. Understood.
Searching. I am death.
Fall back, fall back, fall back. They realize they've just worked their way. Oh, come on now. They're not even in range. Here is the shenanigans. Alright, bolt throwers start firing into those Quarlers. I mean, they flipped the script on us a little bit, but I think it's still gonna be fine. Flies right through the bolt shots. Run, 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 run. Quickly. There we go.
Bolt throwers.
Have you guys cease fire.
Stop.
Unto battle.
Great spears. Death hang. At once. Bleak swords. Advancing. Kill everything.
Blasting this group. Yeah, they've got the they've maneuvered, so they've got the high ground on us.
Guide me.
Ate all of this. You fall back.
Call.
Overcast costs 12. That's not bad. Only 2 wins of magic more.
Death hang. Rookie. Death is
Are the lads in the way? What's going on there?
It is done. Spreading
Spear Leech on Grumbrindle.
mystery upon mystery.
dark shants. Blissful battle calls. Speak dark deeds.
I told you to attack, and you decided not to.
Supreme sorcery.
Bold strategy.
I summon thee. Enchantress.
Bleak swords.
Of course you miscast.
Rookie.
Rookie sorcery.
Slash kill. Corsairs.
Beyond compare.
No, we didn't need Overcast, so that was dumb.
Summoning distress.
Charge, charge, charge.
Slay them without question. My
Hey, Flojo, good to see ya.
hack, cut. Bleak swords.
Dark magic.
Merciless warrior.
We're gonna get blown up. We're gonna get blown up something fierce.
My blade hungers. Hack, cut.
Sorcery.
Alright, we wiped out this side.
On
Let's get you guys back in here. Death Hag, come back over this way quickly, like. Back in the woods. Move through the woods yourselves to stay safe.
Limitless.
We need more. Good grief, how did you catch her?
Follow me.
battle ready.
Thanks, Grumbrindle, you're the best.
Merciless host. Merciless
Keep the fire up, lads.
bloody murder.
Supreme sorceress.
Push through, go ahead and drop another Spirit Leech on Grumbrindle. Keep him,
Come
I
to
love to keep these guys back here to defend their crossbows.
Die
You guys
with
charge, run them down.
Dark
Crossbows,
elves. No survivors.
up the fire.
Fell sorcery.
Dealers
Keep
in death.
Grumbrindle. Keep him caught, keep him caught.
Enchantress.
Corsairs. Hack, cut. Druki. We are ready.
They're trying to dodge. Whoa, that got spicy.
Dark shards. Advance, Druki.
Oh, we had two Dark Swords back here. Let's bring them both forward. I played the Dark Elf. Good evening from Germany. Good evening indeed.
Death Hag.
I played the Dark Elves a lot in SFO. Yeah, I think the Dark Elves are incredible. They're great on normal, but they do feel a little bit... Oh, look, they've got some crossbows back here with us. They do feel a little bit, generic. They could use some help for sure.
Blooded killers. No
Charge them down. Both crossbows get out here and start firing on these Slayers, please. Alright, we can start rolling this flank now.
Foul sorcery.
Charge in here.
Lead forth.
Scare them off. We are out of magic.
Eager for battle.
Grumbrindle is still caught. Let's make sure these Dark Swords are firing into something useful. I like the flank here.
Destroy. No mercy.
Yeah, the lads got wiped out in a hurry, unfortunately. Now, like we were saying, that the SFO AI,
Dark shards.
not dumb.
Corsairs. Bolt throwers.
Spears, come on this way just in case we need you.
Battle ready.
Wipe them out in a hurry. Awesome. Crossbows, let's go ahead and actually have you rotate down here. Oh, and you conquered the Shrine of Assyria and you have access to high elven units. That sounds awesome. What's very similar to the Unite the Realm stuff with Divide and Conquer then.
Supreme sorceress.
I'm here for all that. Let's have the crows then. We'll hunt down that group in the back line. We do have one more set of boom boys to deal with.
Glorious destruction.
Come on, Druki.
Dark shards.
Got a duel better than that.
Dealers in death.
There we go. Bleak Swords put in some pretty good work too. They by themselves took down Grumbrindle. They mostly all died, but that works out.
Attack.
Like you were saying there, Brian, the shielded lads winning the duels of the Quarrelers pretty easily.
Bleak swords.
Oh, there's Grumbrindle. Alright, buddy. Ismin flee. The Slayers all slain. Oh, no, they're not. They're hunting down my Harpies.
Seer.
Beautiful.
Destroy.
Witch Elves, go hunt.
Dark elves.
Yeah, we lost our crows. That is to be expected.
Make them bleed.
Bring all of you in to shoot at the Slayers, and then the rest of you get pursuing the normal Dwarf Warriors. They have no chance to escape.
Setting forth.
Dark elves.
Grumbrindle surviving with just a bees.
Dark
Bee
shards.
swing of health.
Nagarothi.
Pursue here.
Dark power.
Excellent.
End them.
Dark sorceress.
Convince the Slayers that you were the juiciest target, and we'll just let the crossbows finish them off.
Slay the
Grendel should go down in a single volley, just push them away. I like SFO because the balance is better. The balance is quite a bit better, I would agree. And the AI is obviously much better at using their armies. This fight here was a pretty rough one. Oh no. Well, these Dread Spears fought hard. We'll remember all of them. Back, they say.
Enchantress.
One final charge, the crossbows should be enough. Try to draw them down the hill, let all the rest of them keep firing. I love it, our Dread Spears are in the way. We're gonna lose fighting the Slayers. I don't like that you guys have given up on your orders. Go hunt down more of Gromrindel's men, they're too slow. Okay. I'm glad you guys decided to let your friends get killed like that. Just because you didn't want to fire through them. What is this, 5 Slayers? Jeez.
We are ready.
Fall back. You guys are disappointing me.
This is madness.
And embarrassing me in front of my wizard friends. Keep slaughtering them. I don't even want to send one of our mages over here because they'll just get wiped out.
Lead them.
That's one more Slayer down.
Dark
Keep on running. You guys get out of there too. We're not having them turn back around and decide you're a juicy target.
destroyed by Drakira. Battle calls.
Supreme sorcerer.
Up the fire. That's point blank. That should be... Yeah, there we go. That's the rest of them pretty much gone. You gotta keep running though.
We are ready.
There it is. It's still spooky though. Let's speed that up, see if you guys can't catch any more of the Dobby on their way out. Should be able to. Come on, Witch Elves, put in some work. Scantily clad masochistic ladies. Very good at running down Quarrelers, that'll tell you that much. Glorious Gromriddle defeated once again. And now we push the advantage. Yeah, the Slayers and Gromriddle are really the only thing that did any damage there. We did a good job of limiting all of the rest of his troops. Virtue of confidence. See, and Floater, now that you're here, Lucas has asked which of the Warhammer races you would join if you could. Which would you join? I think MALEKITH is one of the best written characters in all the Warhammer lore. I would agree, he's a pretty awesome character. He's got his hero moments and his complete awful villain moments, including pretty much dooming the world by... There's several people that doom the world, but cutting Drych's head off there at the end. Bad call. Very bad call. Dark Elves? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Be a dangerous faction to join up with. We lose 422 in the brawl, and we can enslave the rest
This was your destiny.
all along. That man's got a great big bonk hammer. Dong Proudbeard. There's the beard hammer. This time the table's been turned. We get terror when fighting dwarfs and speed for everyone in the army.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
He was burned alive. He was indeed. Trying to step into the flame of Assyrian. Didn't work out so well for him.
Supreme sorceress of
And the treatment of
Grond.
his mother? I mean... Yeah, yes and no. She does bring a lot of it on herself,
Awaiting command.
but some of it is not. Let's go ahead and... We've got the servants to make the marble quarry a thing immediately. Iron Frost and Glacier Encampment are both fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and speed that along. And our income building too. Excellent. We'll not spend any more up here in this province. All of it's going to go towards Nagaroth for the time being. MALEKITH's getting himself some crossbows. Nothing too crazy. We'll go ahead and grab Wild Casting. Negative 20 winds of magic for enemies. That's going to be great against Slaanesh. With a black staff, too. 20% larger. We'll go for... nothing else. We're out of there. I also love the Skaven. Man, I don't... Skaven live very short periods of time unless you're one of the Grey Seers. And you are guaranteed to be stabbed in the back or used as target practice. I don't know if I would... I love the Skaven as a faction. Don't know if I would join them.
Druki sorceress.
Seems very dangerous.
Feel my power.
Feel my power.
All-powerful sorceress.
Let's get you some red spears so we can actually try to push back against Brombrindle. Bloody Mary, you're going to be the one that takes all the units afterwards.
Chosen of Hecate.
We're spending a lot on heroes right now. Or lords. Lords, heroes, it's all interchangeable. Mostly.
What do you seek?
I want you to have one more set of spears, but also these witch elves are incredible.
Revel in this glorious slaughter.
Yeah, we aren't going to be able to leave yet, so anyway, so let's go ahead and actually take both these spearmen off. Go one spear, and then 2 Sisters of Slaughter for the armor piercing. We need armor piercing more for the Dawi. And as of though the basic units are better, really. Basic units are better than your,
Who seeks me?
Oh, you're just saying in general. Yes, yes, indeed.
For the Witch King.
Let's see here. Yep, nothing else. We shall enter after I've girdled around for forever. We're saving our MALEKITH Witch King authority for another permanent upgrade. And then we'll probably jump in to grab whatever the one is that gives us research rate again. Blasting through our research is going to allow us to annihilate everyone in the area quite quickly. I realized I did get distracted when I was talking about the end, our victory conditions. We'll look at that here in a second. Maybe. Hey, Gray. Realize you haven't been shut off. What are you doing? Come here. Come say hello. You gotta say hello to everyone. Say hi to everyone on the stream, Gray. Now, heal it. You're too heavy. Swordsman R is attacking. The game is slower. Is it now? What do you mean by that? Like the battles themselves? Brother, go away. You have killed us so many times now. That is... Her name is Gray. She didn't get the most unique of names, but that is her name. You grow slower. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've got Gray. Mochi was shown off earlier. She's over on her tree. And then Maka's the big chunky one that is not allowed to sit with me because she is way too heavy.
I am master of destruction.
We'll leave you to your own devices there, Swordsman R. So if you grow slower, that means everything that actually is giving you growth is even more important in SFO than normal.
King MALEKITH.
Alright, MALEKITH, I want you to come back and retrofit your armies back at Nagaron, so we shall turn and sprint back to Nagaron.
Dare you ask this?
How dare I ask this? Get your cheeks in gear, brother. 3 turns before done there.
Mother of the Dark Convent. Supreme sorceress of
We
Grog.
can't afford our units. Here, so Bloody Mary, you... We'll bring you back later, if you don't get too mad at us. See you later.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Crack The whips would get us further along. Now I want to go for Iron Fist. We're sitting at 40 Witch King's Authority, so we're getting there pretty quickly. Actually, did it go up in price at all? No, it's still 100. Awesome. That's the turn. Yes, and Vigor is a big thing in SFO. Okay, so they've changed up how much your stamina matters. You have to be careful being in March stance. Fair enough. Thankfully, we have secured the top corner. Hey, Shikara. Mad, bloodthirsty killers. We can revel in twice the suffering if we work together. No. Hold the line on your own or perish. Yep, the Hmong are happy for an honorable death, and we shall give it to them. Every win there. See, what's funny is he keeps attacking us without destroying the settlement, and eventually we're gonna just win the battle outright, so, goodbye. We keep losing, though. Doesn't seem to matter. Alright, the Hmong are gone, and Admiral Kevin is now a seafarer. Thank goodness. Skilled in curative and poisonous arts in equal measure. Extra line of sight, and our barracks are going to have additional effects, which is just going to give everyone more experience if they're sitting there in the same settlement that a barracks is.
Noble of Nagaroth, enacting my dark
Butcher them.
desires.
These dogs have attacked us one too many times.
Let them know death.
The people of the settlement are like, finally! The days of Crimson Hounds are over.
Their deaths painful.
Make their death painful. Eva now has herself a clever girl.
I command you now.
Adriel, what are you doing?
What do you seek?
What do I seek? What are you doing?
What little corner of Nagaroth have you crawled from?
Oh, sister, you're gonna get thrown into the ocean. Just wait. MALEKITH will jump to the chill road, that way we get a little bit of upkeep reduction. I don't really want to spend any of our servants upgrading the chill road, so I'm not going to.
The people grow restless.
Highborn hostages is going to drop our income from slaves a bit. But I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and fix up the control. Well, actually, if the control drops, we have a rebellion. We can just beat the smack out of them. Sounds great.
Black-hearted
Kevin.
Lord of the Black Court.
We shall give you route march. He's got a crossbow, so the Deepwood branch actually works out for him quite nicely. Rhetorician, huh? Yeah, quite good with words.
All-powerful sorceress.
Come on over to the edge here. We can grab a couple of spearmen, and then we should have... Nah, that won't be enough. We'll need Eva to come with us.
Druki servant.
Agrax Inn could go up to a dock tower. I don't know if that's very worth it, though.
Dark servant.
A bloodthirsty fiend.
Bloodthirsty fiend.
Noble blood.
And even we could give all the troops the least, so, oh, we gotta fix your name, but this is a difficult one. Liselni? Liselni. All the troops that she has, I just give them over to Eva, and then she can march on Eldar Spire from there. Which is an idea I quite like. Let's jump into our technology and exploit some feuds. We also need to save some cash to get to the next tier of technology, too. Soon. I always try to get Hargadeth Executioners as soon as possible because they're my favorite unit. Fair enough. They look incredible. Like a mix between a Kapesh and a greatsword. What are you? So they have like a hammer version of the Lord here in SFO? I mean, fair enough. Where'd these two armies come from? We'll go ahead and fall back.
Withdraw.
Interesting. My favorite of the Druki units are the Pitiful crossbows. Nice and simple. Double the bolts. Double the fun. Yeah, they look so cool. I would agree. Second favorite unit are probably going to be either the Argonath Executioners, like you're saying, or the Witch Elves. Quite like the Witch Elves. Shades, too. Yeah, fair enough.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Eva, you can't quite make it. Even in March, we're just going to fall back.
Who seeks me?
We didn't quite get enough territory, so
Sorceress
we'll
of
run
the
back,
Dark Convent.
and we can have them strike together here when they advance.
Conquest lies ahead.
You come out, go into an ambush.
Is deadly.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Moving.
Let's not get too close so we get attacked.
Be gone.
They had another army back here. That should work. Gladriel, what are you
Who
doing?
seeks me?
Who seeks me?
Dark indeed. I accept. On my way.
Well, I wanted to know how much it was to colonize that, not just run straight over there. You crazy? We can have you.
We shall not rest.
Didn't want to spend the turn doing nothing, unfortunately, but that's the way it's going to be. Okay, so our next conquest is probably going to be across the wastes from the north here. We're going to need to get a hold on Sigval before he claims too much territory. You get the 30% range for shades and missile damage. The army's going to get really strong. Oh, I see. Is that something Malekith has access to?
I am the Witch King.
Or is that just in general? Reload time reduction, which is the one that gives it for the shades. What's raid leader? 8% missile strength and 15% range. Oh, it's a special trait. That's what you said. I see. I misread.
Ever vengeful.
Yeah, we'll jump back into the shield road then so we get the upkeep reduction.
Subjects.
Such is just the way for now. We'll probably end up giving these hand bows over to Malekith.
Lord of the Black Tower.
Maybe. We'll see.
Dark Lord.
And turn. That's a trait you get when your lord is at level 10. You have to choose. Ah, I see. Well, if that's the one we get, then our armies are going to get, like you're saying, real strong real quick. Invisible crossbows for the win. So you're just going to sit there and raid, Oldest. That's quite rude. They're going to strike us in our economy because they can't win on the battlefield. Cowardly and rude. Oh, the Hmong rebels pop up over here, do they? Well, we can't just let them win. That's going to be a tough one for us. But I am willing to try. And they made sure the rebel armies aren't playing around, didn't they? Alright, fair enough. To the field. The Hmong come back already, that'd be really obnoxious. Hey, Evan, good to see you. I'd like to be an orc society as long as I don't end up as a grot. Mostly I like the color green and their attitude towards most things in the universe. Just want to have a good time. Fair enough, they want to have a good time and have a proper smash. Good news is this lord should stay well out of the fight, so we can try to win with our Death Hag here. Not going to be easy, though. It's a lot of hounds. Shades are the best high rate unit in the game. You win every battle with the auto-resolve. Finding an auto-resolve heavy or auto-resolvable army is a good thing to do. Some of the armies that you can build up that are thematic, while fun and they can win against most armies if you're fighting on the battlefield, sometimes aren't able to do as well. We can't draw them back in the woods here. Is there any kind of terrain we work with. No, it looks like it just hold back in the back, and or he can deal enough damage. Best unit of the game are the Avalanche Mortars. Yeah, I would say they are very good. Some of the highest capable damage, highest potential damage possibilities.
Great spears. Cold-blooded killers.
All right, we'll do something like that.
Dark elves.
The baby checkerboard.
Nagarothi. Dark elves.
All right, let me immediately run. All back. Oh, they're just gonna swarm in immediately. Good grief. All right. They are gonna slow down. Watching the hive mind work is always so glorious.
The merciless host. It is done. Advance, Druki. Onward. Understood. Dark shards. My cane. No mercy. The merciless host. Battle ready.
Have so many hounds, there's not much we can do. They're gonna get into our crossbows and scare them off in a hurry. Good for you, SFO.
Bleak swords.
Like, look how smart we are. Yes, every battle is a World Series. Yeah, good for you.
Eager for battle.
We're also impressed. Let's fire this way.
Survivors. My blade.
Got through those warhounds with a quickness.
Whisper to me!
At once. Going.
Without question!
Yeah, just too many hounds.
Blood will flow. Massacre them.
Fire here. The other thing is gonna be a problem is as soon as we win against this group,
Withdraw.
we've got these hounds will just come back and strike us in the back.
Nagarothi. Bloody murder.
Furious!
Keep cutting through them, although those ran right off the side.
Eager for battle. Merciless warriors. Druki. No mercy.
Thank goodness bleak swords are so strong.
Destruction.
By Hecate!
They slam back in. These guys ran the wrong way, so that means we're gonna have to deal with them again.
Dark shards.
Don't advance, just sit there and shoot them. You big dopes.
Bleak swords. No survivors. Dealers in death. By your command.
Yeah,
Understood.
they snuck through there. I mean, they're much smarter.
Death hag! A reckoning!
By Drakira.
Or maybe a dumb question, but is there any fundamental difference between 40k orcs and Warhammer Fantasy orcs? Not really. The big difference is that they don't have the power of belief where they can just make things happen. Raw energy doesn't quite work the same.
Die, weaklings.
But fundamentally they're about the same, where their belief in their shamans is what makes their magic happen. But they don't quite have the same thing as the Warhammer 40k orcs, where they can, if say they believe hard enough that they can walk on lava, they can't do that here in this one, but in 40k they can. A valiant defeat. Pretty lame of you there, Eric. The Hmong are already back. Glorious. Is there a difference between the Dark Eldar and the Fantasy? Yes, there is. I would say so. You said you did the campaign so soon? Oh. Yeah, that one... We probably could have kept that one going a little bit longer. But I tend to find that after about 30 episodes, the viewership is just really, really, really low by then, so I try to wrap them up before. But the Chemical Warfare one was a lot of fun. We'll be getting back to the Skaven pretty soon. The modded Skaven, I think they probably have added more clans since I last played, but they had at least added the Savage Orc clan. I think it was Clan Gnaw is what they're called. But back to the Dark Eldar and the Dark Fantasy, or the Dark Elves and Fantasy. The Dark Eldar are far more The Dark Eldar are far more sustained by slaughter, where they actually are able to heal themselves and other things through just torturing people in agony. The Dark Elves in this are not quite as... They're still just as sadistic and twisted, but their sadistic and twisted is more to serve an end. They're also the worst, but it's less they're being the worst to keep their people alive forever. They're more just being the worst because they're the worst. Yep, we'll have to head back up there and crush them soon. Unfortunate.
No.
What do you mean, no? I brought settlement law. Druki flee from the settlement. I brought MALEKITH down so he could get up to some other things, but instead, you guys are ruining it. No, I'm just marching back up there. We gotta put a stop to that immediately. You need to play the in-game crisis. There's a German streamer playing until turn 300, and he plays with the mod where every faction can have the in-game crisis. Good grief.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
That sounds quite
With
spicy.
noble purpose. What lies ahead? Supreme sorceress of Grond.
What lies ahead? Slaughter. Let's see about... Sacrifice. Karti combat focus. Nah, I think I want to keep building up the Witch King's authority to get our permanent bonuses. So let's just charge in with these two sorceresses here.
30.
Don't run. Okay. I guess we're gonna play like the Skaven.
Noble of Nagaroth.
You set up your channeling and you do the same.
Calling the wind.
They'll just channel together. Since they want to be cowards. That's a lot of fun. Okay. Devin, you don't need your troops then.
Noble of Nagaroth.
You don't need them. Yeah, it does sound pretty crazy. Turn 300 with everyone having access to end-game crisis?
The Witch King
Sounds
welcomes
crazy.
you. I will indeed.
I'm welcoming your cash.
Dreadlord.
And the Hmong want people. No, there's only the Void. Especially the amount of chasing we're having to do. Need 80 to give us 100 per, so it doubles the amount of income we're making here. We don't have the slaves for it though. So we're gonna lose income across the board. Lovely. Alright, well. Stuff to do. Hopefully Oldest doesn't run for the hills, but knowing SFO, they're clever. They can clearly tell that fighting you with economy is just as effective as on the battlefield. Make the prospect of 40k Warhammer enticing. I would agree. There are differences. They're subtle, but there are differences. I think there are far less Dark Eldar than there are Dark Elves. Oh, I agree. Total War Warhammer 40k would be awesome. It would ignite a new war between fantasy and 40k, but I think that just happens every time one of them gets something and the other one doesn't. Get out of here. No peace. That's why you grow slower, because of all the debuffs in SFO. I see. Well, we're learning the hard way here.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
You're running away. That's pathetic, brother.
Druki. Pick them apart.
Well, Eva, you go ahead and steal some cash from
Limitless
the
power. Cloaked and hooded.
cowardly shortbeards here, then, and we'll set you up in an ambush to help out. Let's go have MALEKITH stamp out the grape juice lads. I can't believe we have to come teach you another lesson. But you can confederate every legendary lord. Well, that's a good thing, at least. So we have the income coming in from raiding. Let's go ahead and grab the crafting district, no matter how expensive it might be. It shall be worth it. Valley to the foothills. Well, I think we can handle this one, but we will swap it over to control for next turn. just in case Malekith can't come back in time. You will see. And turn. You should go for Malice. I would agree. Malice is... I'd say he's by far the strongest of all of the Dark Elf Legendary Lords. You need 200 Witch King Authority to Confederate. That's why I was saving it for the permanent buffs. They're still not going to come stop us. They're just going to sit here. But we already start with a, I think, a defensive alliance with Malice. We should be able to confederate him pretty quickly, naturally. Alright, Cold One gained. You're really just going to sit here and do nothing.
Disgrace my ancestors.
That's impressive, bud.
Begone.
Enacting my dark desires.
13 and 6, and we've got 7 and 11. We can handle them.
This will fail. No.
Why do you guys get Dread Knights? We don't have the ability to even summon in Dread Knights. Like, well, we're gonna give the Rebellion Dread Knights. Malice got nerfed. Oh, did he? They should be OP. They should be, but to a degree. If it's a complete pain to fight them, you're gonna kill some of my warriors. Boy, if it's a complete pain to fight them, then you do have to at least take a little bit of a look at it. And I'd say that's the same with like the Slayer King and everything too, where they're not fun to fight against. So they should be very strong, but they should be strong where you're not just fighting unending tides of Slayers. They can't be broken and fight well above, or like hit well above their weight. That's the nature of things. It is the nature of things. But you can do little slight tweaks. Must be a pain to fight Malice and Vlad. At the same time, I would assume Malice, Vlad, and Ungrim all at the same time. There's nothing you can do. Alright, so first things first here is wipe out the Chaos Hounds, because as we've seen several times, they think they're clever and they just run to the side and flank you aggressively every time, which, I mean, makes sense, but control yourself a little bit there, bud. Alright, so let's get our checkerboard all set up. We'll go with Dark Shards. We'll just do the Dark Shard checkerboard, and then everyone else can get in position after. Alright, hand bows on the sides. I am going to double up hand bows on one end here. Man-eater pistols. Also, I don't blame the Dobby for running armor-piercing. Like, the elves can be scary to short kings who don't run very fast. I mean, that's fair. Bladesmen on the side. We saw last time how effective the Bladesmen were against the Norscan Warhounds. And then the Dread Spears would be up front. Oh, not you, Nakaron. Guard, you guys stay here. Dread Spears up front. Okay. We don't quite have enough front line. We'll make do. I'll bring these Bleak Swords over, and then the Black Guard can stay on this side. Alright, let's go ahead and run over this set of Hounds first. Everyone in guard mode. Guard mode for the Dark Shards, guard mode for the Dark Spears, or the Dread Spears. Let it begin. We need to also take Malekith off of his chariot soon. It's my least favorite.
Death awaits. Forward.
I said Malekith help out on this side, and our Fire Mage, I am just going to start throwing fireballs towards, well, Welch is far enough away with not. We can just run those Norscan Warhounds over. Same thing on this side. We go Wand of Jet, open the Amulet, and just charge into the middle. What are you gonna do about it? It's funny, but it's also not at the same time. They're fighting for the title, World Championship. Let's go ahead and throw the Chill Wind through here. I don't know how you guys have actually made it in close. That's insane. Chariots, get in there. Run over those Warhounds. They should die quickly. Fall back. You strike down this Lord. Everyone charge. Run them over. You fire here.
We are ready. Cold-blooded killers. Slash.
Charge.
Nagarothi.
There we go.
Destroy.
Handbows run off to the side. Crossbowmen run back this way.
Bleak swords.
Malekith, destroy!
Ready!
Spicy head. This way. Why only Dark Elves have female wizards? Well, I don't think they do. Kislevites do. So do actually all of the elves do. The Kislevites do, and so do the Bretonnian. Most factions have female wizards actually, because most factions have a taboo against male wizards. In lore, at least. Well done, chariots. Handbows keep pursuing along the sides here. You guys come back. Oh, they're all just running. Never mind, don't come back. Don't come back at all. Like Kislev and, well, Kislev especially will just kill male wizards. They don't allow them at all. Forward save for Malekith.
Slaughter them.
Bladesmen are incredibly effective. No woman is fighting for the Empire. That's also the case. The Empire has their specific setup. Yeah, the different cultures have their different takes on wizards and on magic and on fighting in general. In the Warhammer universe, though, there isn't the same kind of biological disparity that there is in the real world. So, like, we have in the real world, there is a little bit of a biological disparity between men and women, but in Warhammer, there's not. They're I think pretty much equal, depending on the race. Some of the races, like the Famir, will have the matriarchs be much bigger than the men, and the same for like the orcs, where there are female orcs, but the orc males tend to be much larger. Warhammer's done a very good job of making sure that the different cultures have different representation for different reasons, and it all, for the most part, makes sense. Elspeth fighting for the Empire? Yeah, no, absolutely. Elspeth is fighting for them, but they do have Magistrixes too. But Elspeth is just one of the only ones that is in the game currently, because there is a gold wizard, I think, that lives in Averland. Or a gold witch, I guess. And she's incredibly powerful, actually known as being even more powerful than Elspeth. But she's a gold wizard. Or, I'm sorry, not gold, celestial. She's a celestial wizard. Can't think of her name right now, but she is a equal in strength to Elspeth, or more powerful. The arcs of some of those dark shard shots were egregiously high. Yeah, sometimes they act like they can't shoot at all, and then other times they're rainbowing those shots in. Do Skaven have women? Yes, unfortunately they call those breeders. Not a good time to be a Skaven woman. Mrs. Icket Claw. I think there are probably several. Several dozen Mrs. Icket Claws. Skaven don't have a particularly good outlook on their ladies.
Chariots. We understand.
In fact, there's a scene, I've mentioned it before, but there's a scene in Gotrek and Felix where Thanquol is looking for, oh, what is her name? Elector Countess Emmanuel. And while he's going through all of the ladies at this masquerade ball party, he's asking him which is the chief breeder. So that's you. Are you the chief breeder? And he would electrocute them if they'd say no or say nothing at all, and then he'd move down the line. Now the Grape Juice tribe has learned their lesson again. Eventually, Countess Emmanuel does show herself, but it's a whole situation. Several people get zapped before she does. There's just so much. I realize I missed your. There's so much to 40k. They would incorporate everything slowly, like in fantasy. There's there's so much in fantasy. I think there's even less in fantasy at the time of the end times kicked up than there is in 40k now. So it'll take them a while. It won't be all in one game. I can guarantee you that. They stretched fantasy out over 3. We may have to leave someone up here just to keep the control in check. That's 9 more of our authority. We will once again loot and occupy for the extra servants. Hmong tribe goes away yet again.
Of the Black Tower.
That could be part of it. See, what if we just give the Glacial Gardens over to one of the other Dark Elves factions?
Actions speak louder than words.
Oh, I agree. Oh, we can't. I wanted to. You're fighting no one. Alright, fair enough. We get into a fight with the Horse Tribe, that means we're going to be bringing Sigvald in already, which I just don't feel like doing. Not even a little bit. War Leader or Tyrant? I might have to put up a poll for that one. I am going to jump up and run to the restroom real quick and refill my coffee, and we'll get right back to the slaughter. Less powerful than Gelt, I assume? She's... I don't know. Gelt has some BS to him, where he ends up becoming a necromancer and everything, too. So, Gelt is a different story altogether. I'll be right back. Alright. I got to head to bed. Thanks for the replies. Good luck for the rest of your stream. Thanks. Appreciate it, Evan. You have yourself a good rest of your night. If I go for the holidays in Warhammer World, I would never visit Nagaron. There's a couple places I would never visit. Nagaron, Hell Pit. Actually, also the Oak of Ages, because you're likely going to get sacrificed for the...
This will
Oh,
fail.
I'm not looking forward to this at all. Thankfully, Nagaron is very well defended, but she's likely to attack one of the smaller settlements. So, MALEKITH, we're going to get you moving back down there quickly. Joyous battle. Demonic Whispers. Slaughter for... Demonic Whispers. That's amazing. Let's get scouting first, though.
Lord of the Black Tower.
Alright, what's the cheapest lord possible? A Beastmaster? Perfect. We're gonna leave you here. Executioner. Holy. Leech.
High Beastmaster.
Hold the line, Leech. Your job is literally just to make sure people don't rebel. So we're gonna bring him down and around. We're gonna have a rebellion over at Dagrax's End. Well, it's probably not gonna be a Dagrax's End. It's gonna be one of these smaller ones. Let's go ahead and try to demand some highborn hostages, but looks like our control is definitely an issue here. We've got rebellions all over the place. Sacrifice to authority. Oh, that would help immediately. Yes, please.
Master of cruelty.
Gotta get our control in order. Alright, what about Rakdo Gorge? We can make some more cash by minus 20% is pretty rough. And it's actually costing more slaves a turn, too. Income from slaves in the local region, less slaves used by buildings. I think we just need some torture posts. Make sure our control is set in all of the nearby provinces. I would visit Sartosa, would you now? That'd be pretty fun.
Do not vex us further.
Or you lose your liver.
Favored of the Witch
Randomly.
King.
When just thinking you're going to be having a game of dice.
Do you take me for
Yeah, I'm
a
not fighting their
weapon?
artillery. We'll let them come in and try to attack us here. Let's pass through. Damaged buildings where? Wait, the Glacial Gardens, huh? It's... No. Despise this, but that's what we have to do. Reliability is recovering slowly.
Dread.
Yeah, this'll do. Well, let's go beat the coins out of the Dawi. No problem. Until that rebellion there takes Nagaron from us, then we got big problems. I think I would visit, if we're visiting somewhere, I'm going to visit the Great Bastion, just to see how large the wall would be, and all the guns and all the floating armaments would be awesome. Alright, oldest Quarrel Seekers coming to fight with some Grudge Throwers. Hate that. Happy to fight it, but don't like to see it. What do these guys do on SFO? Looks like the same thing. They still have their shrapnel projectiles. Luckily, we've got lots of forests to fight them in. That's amazing. Alright, to the field. The rest of you out there, though, where would you all visit? We've got an interesting one with Sartosa. Lojo gonna join up with the pirate crew. Plus, see, if you go to visit the Great Bastion, I bet you anything, if you pay them just a little bit of money, they let you fire crane guns at marauders on the other side of the wall, and that sounds awesome. Just random passing marauders, just crah! They're blasting at them, similar to like in episode 1, where during the pod race, all the Tusken Raiders are blasting in. All right, start deployment. It's a purple forest. How long before our reinforcements arrive? A minute 28, so we want to draw the Druki. used to not being the jerky. We need to draw the dolly back. Spread them out. Let's go ahead and have one unit of dread spears visible here behind this forest. And I'm gonna have everyone else behind our crossbows on the other ends. Maniers in the center.
Master Druki!
You want a horse lass? I mean, a cold one is similar to a horse, I guess. Horse adjacent. Yeah, let's go see if we can waste some ammo. Right, they're gonna surge towards us, are they? Alright, in that case, make sure we really mislead them.
Dark shards! Forward! On to slaughter!
Dark purpose.
Dark purpose. She's in range as of now. What say you, Catapult? Not going for it? Oh, no, it is.
I move.
You pig dumb.
On the march.
Works for me. Let's see if we can get these guys a little bit further back in the woods and the man-eaters.
Visions of destruction.
I can't believe you're wasting your ammo like this. Let's see if we can get everyone to waste their ammo.
Pushing forward.
Through the woods there, clever girl. I do wish that they got... Oh, you're tired already? Good grief.
Yes. Moving out. Let chaos descend.
Let chaos descend. You were saying it did affect us a lot more. Being tired is negative 10 to speed, attack, and defense. That's pretty hefty for sure. Reinforcements are here though. Run the murderous women back into the woods. We'll go ahead and have you guys separate just a bit.
Murder awaits! Dealers in death! Dark shards! Forward! Forward!
Foul sorceries. Battle calls.
Terror and
There we go.
death!
They're still launching their rocks like fools. They haven't used that much of their ammo, but the plan is we're going to keep her nearby.
Black of heart.
Try to get them to use more of their ammo.
Going.
If we can't get them to separate their grudge settlers, that's fine. We'll send the harpies. Let's go up this way.
Dreadlord. Onwards. March.
Are any of the other units willing to shoot at you? They could hit you pretty easily. But it doesn't look like they're all being a little bit more cagey. That's okay. Bring yourselves.
Rivers of blood.
Oh, they're firing on the harpies. That works. That works, that works. Bring you guys over a bit. They actually got hit? No way. No, they didn't. You're just being dramatic.
Advancing.
Stay in the trees, it keeps you safe.
Dreadlord.
Let's pull them back this way. We want them to all be going towards our main line. That way our flanking force can actually do something and not get wiped out. No, they managed to hit them there. That's impressive.
I go.
The terrain quickly now. Let's switch you over to multi-shot round. And then move up just a bit. Looks like these Thunderers are away from their lines. Let's draw them back. Use the woods as a shield. Yeah, go hit them. Quickly now. You stay in the trees. Use that to your advantage. As soon as she has them fleeing, we can just charge. Like now. And they're stuck in the woods. Oh, you poor fools. Well, that's a dead unit of Thunderers. Let's see if that works. Heal up. There's no way. It's a place where... Oh, Sartosa is a place where you can get drunk for cheap. I mean, that's fair. If that's what you're looking for, then Sartosa is absolutely your place. My good news is they've stopped moving now. We can have the Harpies descend and wipe them out. Alright, are you a Death Mage? Indeed. Let's go ahead and have you waddle forward and go find the enemy lord. Hit him with some death magic. Use the trees as a shield. We'll get back there to deal with the enemy artillery. Crossbows and spears. Now's the time. Alright, there's a couple of them. Let's go ahead and get you away from the Thunderers now. Overcast Spirit Leech on the Guildmaster. He's got a gun, and I'm not here for it.
Moving out! Cold-blooded killers! Dread spears!
At once! Spreading despair!
Swing to the flanks, lass.
Scourge of the West!
Get him. There's no escape now. Alright, we'll have this group go and run over these Quarrelers then.
Limitless power!
They're trying to hide in the woods to avoid our artillery.
Supreme sorcery!
Destroy!
Very well.
Charge in here, you draw them on back.
Merciless warriors!
I mean, they've flipped our strategy on us pretty well. They've at least tried to. Hungry Harpies, sit on the Grudge Throwers, they're done. Go ahead, pull her away, that way the artillery can do its work.
Dreadlord!
Keep falling back towards our line there, Dreadlord. Crossbows, rotate.
Understood. Onwards to murder.
Draw them back.
Pushing forward!
Oh yeah, that hurt.
Arms compare!
Fair enough. Drop another Spirit Leech here and keep moving.
My bidding!
Blast them to bits. Looks like we ran over this group. No problem. Shot to bits by our Dark Shards. Bring the rest of them across. You guys hit this group. Oh, I lied. We got two mothers we can duel with.
Slaughter them! No qualms!
Fire in here. They're trying their best to shoot through the woods. It is just not going very well for them.
We are ready!
Pros, go deal with those Thunderers quick like. I guess they're just Quarrelers. Either way, deal with them quick like.
Dreadlord! I agree!
Crash into these Thunderers. They are all... Actually,
Black of heart!
gotta keep bringing them back into our area.
Follow me!
That's a group of Quarrelers doomed.
Dark shards! Massacre them!
Roam them over.
Suffering for all!
Suffering for all. Send them and the
Dark shards!
Murder Ladies forward.
Battle ready!
Wipe them out. Sisters of Slaughter in. We'll send the other Sisters of Slaughter around. Drop another Spirit Leech here on this lad. You two fall back a bit.
Destruction!
Murder awaits! Master True King!
Have them try to either pursue us or fall back.
Onward! To the
Alright, now move up.
glorious
Start blasting. Pros do good work.
Droopy tyrants!
Get in there after that master. That guild master, I guess.
dread spears!
Oh, the explosives. Killed more of their guys than ours. That's awesome. What we want to see. Speed up.
Furious star!
With pleasure!
We are ready.
Mothers of
Sisters give them a charge.
We are ready! Attack!
Tear them to pieces. My favorite unit in the game is the Chosen of Slaanesh because they're voice lines and they look awesome. I would also agree. At least my favorite Chosen are probably the Chosen of Slaanesh.
Suffering for all. With
Probably even the Chosen of Khorne. I like both.
Dread spears. Dark shards. It is done.
Bringer of death.
Pull you away. You go hunt down in this guild master. Please and thank you. Some slow motion action of dark elves battling while I grab a quick drink.
dark
I think they try to
shards.
charge their quarrelers in to deal damage like that instead of leaving him back. Sit and fire, please. We need her to get away from that. Too late. Too late.
Dark purpose. I move. Bloodshed.
Stop them from fleeing. Crossbows fall back. They're using their quarrelers as great weapons, which is a lot of fun. Not for us, but
On to murder.
for them for sure.
Master Druki.
Put him down. Right together, you go ahead and hit these miners, keep blasting into that set of great weapons, and then we'll bring the crows back to maul here.
Ruthless.
Dreadlord.
Onwards to murder.
Onwards to murder.
Sacrifice them.
Merciless warriors.
Destroy them.
Watch now.
Drag down the guildmaster. He is not fast enough to keep up with our master, so we'll have him run. In fact, we'll have both the masters work together.
Execute.
Full fool. And like that, we win the battle.
Advancing.
Never any doubt.
Battle.
Alright. Let's get you we can here. Burn fire here, you chase this unit. Maybe you chill out, let the spearmen just catch them. That will do. That bleed effect, incredible for dealing with heroes. Well done, Sisters of Slaughter. Alright, we'll end the battle there. Decisive. That is a pretty handy victory. Now we can actually get some ground on the Ancestral Throng. We're closing in on 4:30 here, so we'll be playing until 5 p.m. Central. Look at another 30 minutes. I mean, we stopped the Grudge Thrower from getting even only a single kill. And likely that was against our flying chicken nuggets. Back to, good to see you, Brian. Glad to see you didn't get mauled by a chupacabra on the way home. Favorite chosen is Nurgle. Yeah, the Nurgle Great Axes and the Nurgle Axe and Shield are pretty great looking. It is either going to be the Whip and Shield for the Slaanesh Chosen or the Dual Axe for Khorne's Chosen for my favorite. Place to visit would be the Sacred Pools. Yeah, fair enough. Any of the Lizardman Temple cities would be pretty cool. As long as you're allowed in. You're not being brought there as a sacrifice. Welcome back to you as well, Lucas. You got a call? No worries.
The power over life and death, for example.
The power over ego, for example. Jakara. Join their war with Elithanar. I mean, I don't know how that can backfire, except for if Elith manages to defeat them, so I'm gonna say no. Chosen of Nurgle are still better because of the stats. I mean, that is fair. Also, Nurgle's still the better Chaos God. Don't you worry, we know. Do you hear the whispers? I mean, yes. I hear the whispers. Freak me out. I hear them. Blade of Ruin. A factor. We'll take extra trade. Dark Steeds for our heroes, and we are now exploiting feuds. Whisper here, a murmur there. Winning is often more satisfying when others don't know you're playing. Dark Elves. They don't jive with me in
Master of
slightest.
cruelty, with noble purpose.
Alright, Eva, let's make you a better slaver. Asperon will have you be better at fighting. Same thing with Kalek.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
We'll also make you a better slaver. Actually, no, we'll give you the better Spear Leech. I would disagree, I only serve Sled and Nash. I don't want to live in a world by Corn or Nurgle. I mean, a world ruled by any of them is going to be a bad time. Let's go ahead and pick up all the units from Leselny and send Eva in to crush Oldus.
For the Witch King, sorceress, searching, noble of Nagaroth.
We actually do want to select technology too, because a lot of they changed it where before it was you win battles without technology selected and you gain, and in Silver they would give you technology, and they flipped it. Flipped the script. Why does Asperon sound like headache medicine? The new kind. Driven by Dar. Completely safe, don't worry about it. Naval training, bloodthirsty companions. Vigor loss reduction? Marching to war it is. Good to see you there, Alexander. How are we doing today? ESN, or PS, LAN party here. Good to see you, LAN party. How are you doing today? The whole next episode will have to be laser focused on Siggy. Yeah, pretty much. Good news is Hellebrand's holding him off for now, but that's likely only to last for a very short amount of time. Alright, let's hunt down Oldus here. Let me auto-resolve him. Easy.
Carnage and bloodshed await.
2 lost is fine. We're disappointed in you, but it's fine. We'll take the extra experience.
Have them eliminated.
Have them eliminated. Sorry, Norgrimling. Ooh, a Famir Balefiend. Balefiend's sorceries may seem crude and ritualistic compared to others, but they are no less potent. Extra chance of stealing items and higher action success chance for sorceresses.
Dread Commander.
Oh, we move on Eldar Spire. Sorry, bud. Time to lose. Let's surround so that
Enemies.
the last can make it on into hell.
Terror.
Eva, slaughter them.
For
On
victory.
Nagaroth. We will simply leave it occupied.
All is mine.
All is mine. I'd like to have less enemies immediately, and we can sit out and start raiding on people who are not right on our shores.
A bloody victory.
Also, Kane is Korn cosplaying as an elf god. I would say he is. He's not in lore, but it very much seems like he is.
Merciless one.
Weakness abhorred. Reaching any position of power is an indication of great strength in tricky society, for they do not tolerate nor risk a weakling's presence. We have something in common. Why is Conqueror locked? Oh, duh. I thought we had an additional point. Weakness abhorred sounds great. Alright, Leselny, I don't think we need you that much, so...
much death.
Yes, so much death. Goodbye. We'll bring you back later on when we have a little bit more economy.
Go on.
Eva shall get your goodies. Blade of Ruin sounds perfect. Luckstone, even better than Dragonbane Gem for sure. He is not Lord. Nor do we ever seen in the same room. Maybe it's corn in a wig. It's like the old Batman thing. That would make sense. It's the same as Ladriel and Lilith. For no dang reason. Alright, Malekith. Time to go home.
Rest.
Yet again. Glacial Gardens are just going to keep rebelling on us. There's nothing we can do about it. So can we
Who seeks the
please?
mistress of Harganeth?
No, we can't. I mean, I'll give the settlement over to these guys.
Told you want to talk. How disappointing.
Yeah. I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. You can have the Glacial Gardens, and we'll trade, and you can give me all the gold you have. We'll take to the longships. Soon, we will take to the longships ourselves and bring you back to our mines. Yeah, you hold on to that. Leech, you keep the people at Dagrax in from rebelling. Bolt Thrower, Shadows of Onlek. Oh, shoot. Everyone likes tier attacks. I think instead, though, we'll go for the Black Roads. Give us more growth and other goodies. The Offender. That's on the list, is pretty close. I mean, he is, but they're his vassals. So making friends with him is making friends with him as well, as you can see here. We'll be dealing with the Offender quite soon. Man, he goes into battle completely commando under armor. That seems like a bad idea. It's intimidating, sure, but it just seems like a good way to have your armor pinch. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm here for the slave slums. Makes the nearby provinces have better control. Elves and Slaanesh is a bad mix for the elves, at least. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. They don't have a lot of choice, though. They die, they get to go to Slaanesh regardless. We'll save the rest of our cash here, because I don't care about minor settlements. And, oh, save it to upgrade the Stonemason's Workshop and this guild hall. We've got a lot of servants here. Let's do some spending. Actually, we'll go ahead and spend the servants here.
High Beastmaster.
Oh, we still can't afford it. That's what I was hoping for. Instead, I'm going to put the Black Roads in the Altar of Ultimate Darkness and upgrade the Estates of the Masters here. Build them in immediately, too. Allow us to get around our territory faster.
Reign secure.
Spend that money, too. Not a bad idea. Alright, now onward to Dracula's Spire.
Yes.
Leech isn't going to move for a long time.
Lord of the wild things.
Not for a long time. Repair up the Eldar Spire, and I guess we can keep the Dark Elf Mansions too. And turn. I am very curious to see who's going to be in the next DLC cluster. It's either going to be... since we know it's pretty positive to be Slaanesh, it's going to be one of the Elf factions, and I don't think they'll double up on Elves, though. I think they'll do Slaanesh, Elves, and people have been thinking Norska, which... maybe. Join in war against Nagaryth. I mean, Hellebron, if you're jumping on him, that sounds fine with me. And that's when the angry elf boy comes beelining straight for Naggarond. I hope it's Norska that really needs some help. I don't know. I kind of hope Norska is on its own. Or it's a part of a more, kind of a more focused rework, where the focus is on all of the tribes of the north and not just Norska. Because I think what they need is going to be almost a Warriors of Chaos level rework, where you're getting different Norskan warriors based on the area. They're not all Norskans either. You'd have the Hmong tribe, you'd have the Hung tribe, you'd have the Kurgan, or the Tong. There's a couple. Some of them are Norskans, but a couple of them are their own unique cultures. Norska feels a DLC and rework in tandem, I would say, yeah. They're gonna be something there that's unique to them, like Warriors of Chaos. Can we reach? I mean, if not, we'll just start raiding.
I shall destroy.
Oh no, we won't.
Refuse.
Wazak!
Brandel, where did you even come
Ready to
from?
face your doom.
Wazik. I'll show you.
Watch and wait. Move, you
Rah!
rats.
Lord of the
Oh, they do attack. Oh, well. What were you thinking?
Slaughter.
Wasting my time like that. We will go ahead and grab the extra gold.
Grant us our freedom.
Not gonna happen. We could, but it's cool, but it's never gonna happen. Well, I think it will, because they have said it.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Is it gonna be anytime soon? That I don't know. I think it'll probably, if we end up getting a Norska DLC / rework for all of the tribes of the north, it's gonna be after Slaanesh. At least I believe it'll be after Slaanesh. Let's do Dreaded Slaver ×2.
Malekith.
Hey, Pirate Master, good to see you. Roman Slaanesh is so heavily involved in both the High and Dark Elves. And yeah, that I would agree. So it seems to me that the third race is either going to be the Norskins or some combination of High and Dark Elves. I would love to see them have the Wood Elves be the part of it. Just I don't think it'll be the Wood Elves. Let's go Evasion to keep that green fighting. Would save them so much labor. I don't think their lifespan's long enough. We have Dogs of War. Oh, that's true, yeah. Dogs of War seems like it's coming up too.
King of the Treaty.
Let's get you off your chariot. I despise the chariot. Okay. You cheeky rats. If we get over here and fight against Alithanar, that allows us to get our armor. So that's where we're headed next. Provided nothing crazy happens, we also have the Shrine of Cain giving us the Cainite Assassins and the Death Hags. Very good heroes. As well as, well, we get the Hargoneth Executioners later on. It's even Games Workshop that needs to give approval for what? Redoing the Tribes of the North? Oh, I guess that's true because they have to make units. They make a lot of Cathay now, so it gets expanded. Yeah, no, that's true.
Noble blood.
And everything they've done with Cathay, I think, is great so far. So I'm here to see what else they can create here.
Beast Commander.
Beast Commander. Oh, we've got 112. We can go for one of the other permanent buffs. Don't know how Norska would sell. That's the other thing. Leaks say 1 last year. 1 what? DLC for Norska or what now? Ooh, he's all scratched up. Leaks say this is the last service year. Oh, I see. Leaks haven't been all the way right, so I hope not. That's all I can say there.
Dark Lord.
I will not. Who calls me?
So what do you have here? The Mustering Hall, giving you growth, long beards, which is going to be a nasty bit of work. Repurposed holds is why you have so much gold. And then the Toolmaker's Workshop gives us Dwarf Warriors and Thunderers for the garrison. He's got a lot of gold, but nothing else.
You are mistaken.
Is that right?
Prospect. Unseen and deadly.
We'll of course have to wait and see, but I hope this is not the last service here.
Lies ahead.
That would mean we only have probably 1 more DLC total. So the next one's going to be In Times, and which doesn't sound right.
Heal, beasts of Druki.
Holds buff copiers and does not even give copters. Yeah, no, it's unfortunate that that's the case. Also, 1 year would not be enough to cover this DLC, Dogs of War, and whatever is up with Nagash and the End Times. Yeah, I don't think 1 year is all we have left. But I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing...
What?
I mean, what? Wouldn't be surprised if we see 40k before the end of Fantasy.
I suppose.
You suppose, huh?
Carnage.
We're gonna bring you up to Nagaron. And screw the end times. Well, yeah, no one necessarily wants the end times, but I guarantee you... Here, let's pull you out of the settlement.
Sail, damn you.
Sir, damn you.
I approve of these
I
dark
guarantee you we're gonna have an end times kind of style DLC. For whatever ends Warhammer. Random bald vampire needs to be Neferata.
Lord of the Black Court,
I'd be down for Neferata.
noble born.
How about you sail over here and take some units?
Never.
Hop an attitude with me, Kevin.
Short-sighted. A vile plan.
Okay, well, I didn't want to kick out the Dark Shards, but...
Seek
Oh yeah, we can just give them here.
depravity.
Here, you have our Dark Shards. 2 of them. And Malekith, you can go grab some other units, like these Reaper Bolt Throwers. Yes. Finally, Kevin set sail. What will we find out there? Who knows? Probably his own death. He's gonna find the bottom of the sea. And we'll come in here and grab nobility. Extra relations with the Dark Elves, extra experience gained from all of our characters, and our new recruits are gonna be much more loyal. Hope on a book that explains that the whole end times is just the tripping of the Skaven high on Warpstone and that never happened. It was all a dream. All that Age of Sigmar stuff didn't happen. Fake.
Fear me.
Yeah, Slave Drive sounds good. We can swap back over to Reading Dark Portent so we can zoom out of here in a hurry. Since all the Skaven seem to be high on crack and it's not far-fetched. You're not wrong.
If you insist.
You're not wrong at all. Let's check our diplomacy real quick here. Not even any peace. That's fine. Yeah, no, so what we're gonna do with Malekith, send him out and across and go fight Alethanar. Break him in a hurry. And karate chop Salastra if she gets in our way. Now, so like even like in the Gotrek and Felix novels, Thankful is snorting Warpstone crack the entire time. And when he's not, he seems to be having withdrawals about his Warpstone. Mochi returns. Silastra's doing nothing to you, leave her be. She is my biggest enemy. Alright, fine. Shout at me and leave. That's fine. Do what you want.
Going now!
We need to try to lure those dwarves in. There's too many of them to attack.
Dark
Not without Malekith's help. And I don't really feel like sending him in to help. We go grab the Temple of Cain here. Torhox is still alive. But I think that'd be more trouble than it's worth. So Malekith, let's get you one more set of bolt throwers, and then we'll get out and roaming around. Probably one more Dark Rider, too. These Dark Shards I'm going to kick out, and we'll just grab the Dark Riders through Allied. Not bad. And turn. And Malekith can get out and start kicking some elven cheeks. I'm gonna have to go grab some water real quick. Leech can always grab the Temple of Cain later. Oh, that's true. You say until the DJ heads up that way. I mean, you're not torture them to death. Lord has become aware of a plot that threatens your rule and comes to your court to bring you the conspirators in chains. How should the issue be dealt with? Is there anything you're not telling me? Or torture them to death? We don't have the loyalty to test her, so let's go ahead and just... Oh wait, she's not a lord we're using right now, so I don't care that much about her loyalty. Yeah. Give me that cash.
Cruel Dreadlord.
What now?
Oh, we can upgrade the Black Ark for Kevin. Glorious. Okay, so first, though, we grab MALEKITH and get him moving. I'm so surprised Gron is still alive. They never survive this long.
Spreading misery.
We can probably do that in March stance. Yoink. Grab it real quick. Clearly, two ships met in combat and brought each other low. Their rival crews drowning in battle and champagne. We'll go ahead and take a sunken chest. Get a Ring of Hotek, giving us an increased miscast chance for enemy lords, or just enemy spellcasters in general, and a trunk of maps. Nice.
Black-hearted Dreadlord, tyrant of Nagel.
Kevin, go ahead and upgrade your ship. Black Ark upgrade gives you the Black Ark Reaver. Fast attacks, huh? Hits its enemies with great speed. I mean, that sounds amazing. Picks up the Black Ark.
So many victims await.
Leech, how's the control looking up here? Plus 15. What happens if you leave?
I have control. Beast command.
Plus 15. Beast command.
Never. The beast
To the Temple of Cain, sir. Looks like Grom Brindle's the only one bringing up a force. I do. And normally I'd be concerned by your presence, but
I am the
not really, actually.
boss.
Master of cruelty.
Skip Eva's turn and keep MALEKITH moving towards the elves. We need to bring Kevin with.
awaits. I admire your darkness.
Your
The ocean
darkness.
awaits.
The ocean awaits.
Malevolent lord.
So Brian, we're not allowed to mess with Silostra? Alright, we'll see. She's my least favorite. I think I've explained the reason too. Is because she reminds me of Wilhelmina from Civilization 6. She's like the Netherlands. And Wilhelmina is always declaring war on me no matter what's going on. She's sitting there denouncing me, talking smack every single turn. Silostra is just ghostly Wilhelmina. So she gets the ire. One of my faves. That's okay. I have my whole reason. The closest to a space wizard to the horror is a Slan. That's messed up. I'd say I'm at least got a little bit more muscle tone than the Slan do. The deep-seated, profoundly ingrained desire for revenge consumes and drives one forward.
Which king?
MALEKITH obviously deserves the Black Amulet,
My
and
cruelty
his
knows
sorceress can have the Ring of Hotek.
Overlord. Fine.
We seem to be at odds. Kevin should see what's up with all them Slan. He could see what's up going on with the Slan. We could just jump through the... Where's this go? Be a bad time for the Slan down there. I'd like Kevin to help out with our invasion on Elithanar's soil, though. If they've swallowed Rakarth up yet. Slan are space travelers and wizards. That is fair.
Corsairs, make haste.
In this game, that is the closest thing to a space wizard. How do we get over here? quickly and effectively. And dodge Robbie Half-Mast at all costs. We can come up through current car. I think that's going to be the way.
Fear my malice.
Feel my malice.
The sea is capricious.
We'll just be following MALEKITH a little bit slower. So you follow around behind MALEKITH. We'll have Kevin go find out what's going on with Aslan in a second, but for now he'll come with MALEKITH to go attack Elithanar. Then we'll go ahead and bring the extra experience for everyone inside the circle, so MALEKITH gets a little bit more experience this turn.
Feared by all.
And Grumrendel continues to recruit. He's got a full force.
I'm your dude, Cully. Never.
How is no one bowed to you confederating yet? Because they're all rude.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
That's the true answer. No one knows how to bow to MALEKITH properly. We've definitely built up enough of the Witch King's authority that we could have, if we wanted to spend it on that, but then we couldn't have. That's too loud, calm down. But then we wouldn't have been able to get both of these Iron Fist buffs. Plus we're low reliability, because we got tricked into attacking Sporticus. So no one wants to confederate. Ooh, before we do it the turn though, let's see about...
There are many.
He has no wars. Oh, I mean the minor factions? Even then. Even then I'm surprised. Negative 59. We let them build up too much. Let's go. Marching to war. Bigger loss reduction, minus 5% in enemy territory, and more speed for all of our basic units.
Favored of the Witch King.
I am Dutch. We're the closest to Marienburg, but the Lizardman names are all Dutch. Hatsana Barber is hates rhubarb. Awesome.
High Beastmaster.
Trap Top Stardust stands on tail. Also, they all have Dutch names. That's cool. As I choke on my coffee like a fool. Can't enjoy a Lizardman run because of it. I mean, I can see that causing some issues for sure. Guess you know exactly what all the names are. Thankfully, in terms of linguistics, I am dumb. And so all the names are fun and unique.
Acknowledged at last. Heal, beasts of Druki. Into these confines.
You were so dramatic, sir.
Dreadlord
Kevin, up to rank 6. Make you a better dreaded slaver.
Lord of the Black Port.
Yes.
No, no, no. It's my turn to go fight the high... What are you guys doing? Leave the high elves alone.
Slaughter the sheep.
What is going on here? They're getting destroyed. Well, Elithanar is getting wiped out. I guess it's Silostra.
Chosen.
You said, no, leave Silostra alone. Well, here's the problem. Elithanar is about to be gone.
Underway.
And we gotta pick on someone. The undead are gonna have to be the ones we pick on. We'll attack at Slaver's Point. Landing on a small island your warriors stumble upon in encampment. Debris and spilled accoutrements suggest the original incumbents left in a hurry. Then a roar pieces the air. Something is coming. It's Mushroom Stew. Mathlin's Blessing gives us 25% physical resistance and some treasury.
King of the
Sounds good to me.
Tyrant. Double time.
Kevin, get Hall and Cheek.
Nature's torment.
Nature's Torment, huh?
Wield the wild.
One more turn before we can upgrade Nagaron, and it's going to cost us 4,800. Can we increase that or decrease that by any chance? The answer is no.
Yes. Ah!
No, Eva. The answer is no. Here, we'll have you, instead of doing for the ambush, it's not working. You go back to the Elder Spire and go grab some units through allied recruitment. Oh, just kidding. Our allied recruitment level is too low. I don't feel like spending 40 turns waiting for Dread Spears. So
Moving.
we'll be dramatic and go back out to the woods.
Thralls, move.
Thank you, lass. Thralls move. Oh, we've nearly landed. Okay. Now Lithanar's got himself another army, so maybe they're not going to get wiped out, but there's a lot of stacks around them, so we'll see. And it is 5, so we'll see how this turn plays out, and we'll get things set up for our next episode. Thanks all for stopping on by. Thanks for sticking with me through the crashes. This has been a lot of fun after we fixed up the issues. I'll keep doing some research in the back here and see if I can't figure out exactly what's going on. I'm pretty positive it is the power supply, and if that's the case, I just have to kind of wait until we have enough to upgrade that. So, Yor has been caught secretly commissioning Leech. Stab the Lord. Commissioning one of the court blacksmiths to create a sublime dagger enchanted with curses. Cut the smith's throat, stab the Lord, or be gotten. Well, stab him right in the chest. See you, Lucas. Glad you stopped by. Nagaroth is gone. Now we stabbed that man in the chest and got ourselves a fancy dagger. A single green gem adorns the hilt, and a terrible poison is smeared upon the blade. 100% weapon damage. Pretty nice. She was listening to me. That's hilarious. What do you guys have here?
No braid, no bale.
It's a mortar doom stack.
Speak.
That is so awesome. We could just haul sheep towards her capital. Take that thing down. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll get all set up for the next episode. We'll move as quickly as we can towards the Twisted. Who are you at war with? No one, and she doesn't like us. It's likely to be us next. How do you feel about the other Twiki? Improving with them and improving with Larkarond. Huh. That's surprising.
Master of
You really want to share your territory with the undead? I don't think I would. I don't think I would.
I accept.
Siren of the storm.
And looking at this, it's spicy, but I think we still could win.
Malekith, King of Nagaroth.
I will continue in time.
Evan, come on around and get us ready to strike. Are we trading with you,
Will I
Silastra?
sing your death song in Drak Elthar?
I think you should.
The sea.
Want to see if I can tell what her friend is. Got zombie pirate boarding crew. $25 additional melee defense. 200% armor piercing damage. That's what are those guys? That's crazy. Loaded corpses, sure. We just have to land on them and they blow up. That's no problem. And then the animated hulks are just ogres, but in moist form. Well, yeah, the mortars are scary. As long as we shut them down with some artillery, with our own artillery and clever use of Malekith and the Cold One chariots, we shouldn't have any trouble. So Malekith towards Slaver's Point, we strike. I'd like to try to hit Silastra though, but we have to go across. Oh, we have to go across either way. Okay. Next turn then.
King of Nagaroth.
Let's sit him outside.
Murderous lord.
That works. Alright, thanks all for stopping by today's stream. We shall pick up next week. As long as I don't have any issues, I'll let you guys know with a post if there's going to be any issues with the streaming next week. So next week we should also start up with Khazad-dûm. I've got the first 2 episodes of that recorded and ready to go. I just have to get them edited and the assets for the thumbnail and such made. So can't wait to get Khazad-dûm started. Thanks all for stopping by today's stream. I'll see y'all next time. Oh yeah, and we're headed on over to, anyone who's still here, we're headed on over to Enticed's stream, so